first. Welcome in, everybody. My microphone just broke. Welcome in, everyone. Share the live. Get this out. Share the live, guys. Like it, share it. Y'all know what to do. Oh, I just broke my microphone. So, there will be no microphone. Wait, did I just fix it? Maybe. No, I did not. Because I am. You ready? I'm ready. I'm ready, everybody. But let's keep sharing this live. Let's get this out. Share, tap the screen. You guys know what to do. Wepa. You know it. You know it. Well, so do I. I have a list of questions myself. Keep sharing, guys. Tap and share. Tap and share, guys. Let's go. As we wait for her to join. Yeah, my mic broke. My mic broke. I just broke my microphone. Is Ashley with you in person? No. No, I'm in California, baby. What if she doesn't join? Well, then it'll just show the real person that she is. Right? She was just on, so I'm just waiting to see if she joins. And I just wrote her before I came on. No. I don't even know this girl, you guys. I don't know her. I just happened to post a video of myself and my experience. And people were like, sorry guys, I'm not battling. And people were like, she needs to see this live. Like, she needs to see your videos. And I'm like, who's Ashley? And so I found her and I hit her up. Yes, I reached out to her. I hit her up and I told her I wanted to do an interview with her. And she said yes with no hesitation. So tap, you guys. Tap, tap, tap. And share the live. I like you already. Look, let me introduce myself to you guys, okay? I am from California. I'm from the Bay Area. Okay, yes, you guys see I am Puerto Rican. I myself was a prison. I was in a prison relationship myself. Okay, for everybody who's new here, I was in one myself. You guys, these comments are going so quick, so I'm so sorry. I've seen some of her videos, yes, and I've seen a lot of screen records. You guys, somebody start tagging her. Let's get her in. Let's share her. Let me share the live with her, actually. There, I just shared the live with her right now. So, her Wi-Fi, yes, it was acting up. She's gonna flake. If she flakes, it just shows who she is, right, guys? I know your story. So, for those that are new and don't know my story, have not watched none of my videos, like I was saying, I myself was a prison fiance. I held it down for 10 years, and I was with him for 7, and I was engaged to him for 4. And I held it down. I rocked with him. I did everything in my power for this man because I fell in love with him, right? I fell in love with him. He sold me all the dreams, all the promises. I fell for it. I did not know my worth. I did not know my value, and I was not in love with myself. Okay? And so I've been in those situations. I've been in those shoes. I've been there. I've done that. Ashley's supposed to be been on actually already. And so I finally seen her videos and I seen a lot of screen recordings. And like I said, people were telling me that she needed to see my videos. And I found her on live and, I asked her if she wanted to share to be, I remember you. I remember your story. Thank you. I asked her if she wanted to do an interview and she said, yeah. So here we are. We're about to interview the Ashley. Hashtag it's Ash, and as everyone else on here calls her, the inmate hopper, but she's not like you. I've never said she was like me. Her Wi-Fi's unstable. You guys, these comments are going. If you guys could keep sharing the live, share, share, share. She's live right now. All right. Oh, wait. All right, y'all. We thank you for the follow. What's up, girl?
Hey,
All right. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. You guys keep tapping and share, y'all. Tap and share both sides. So I never really heard about you. Okay. I happen to have posted a video on my page,
Uh-huh.
and it was titled, of course, because I was also, like I told you before, told you on DM that I was also in the prison scene before. And so people were like, Ashley needs to see this. Ash needs to. I'm like, who the hell is she? So then, boom, you start popping up on FYP. I seen you on live, and I'm like, this is the famous Ashley. So that's when I hit you up because, I'm trying to see what's going on. Ever since I found you, you've been all over FYP on my page. So many screen recordings, and there's so many, you know what I mean? Like so many things out there about you. So I was like, okay, let's talk to her. Let's interview her. Let's hear her side of the story, right?
Yeah.
Because you hear everyone else's side. I seen some screen recordings of Jesse's side and some things he said, right? And I came across people's lives talking about you. So that's why I wanted to speak to you because I want to hear your side of the story. We all have a side, right? So
Yeah.
I want to hear your side. You know, be as comfortable as you could be, relax. It's, you know what I mean? Nothing intense. I do, like I told you, have some questions that, I like to know, people would like to know. And this is definitely different, like being now on the other side of the screen, because I was interviewed myself for my story. So it's definitely different. But I would like for you to first introduce yourself. Where are
Okay.
you from? Um, where did you grow up? Whatnot? Do you have kids, younger siblings? Stuff like that. So go ahead.
Okay. Well, my name is Ashley Trevino. I am 35 years old. I am by Dallas, Texas. I have two daughters, um, and I am the middle child out of three. I have an older brother and a younger sister, and my parents have been married for over 41 years. So, and they're Christians, and yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Nice, nice. My parents are 47 years, and I'm also a Christian myself. Um, so do you have kids?
I have two daughters,
Okay, are they like teenagers or grown?
12 and 15.
Okay, wow, still out there, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so how long have you been on TikTok?
I've been on TikTok for going on 4 years. Well, it's been 4 years.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna introduce myself to you now.
Okay.
So I'm Vanessa, aka Nessa. I'm from California, the Bay Area, and but I'm in a whole nother city now than the Bay. Like I told you, I have no kids. I'm not married. I myself was in the prison scene before. I did 10 years holding it down. I did 7 years together with him, and I was engaged to him for 4. And so, Went through all the trials and tribulations with him, the ups and downs, the heartache, the stress, all that comes with it, right?
Yeah.
And he came home after serving 15 and a half years. And of course, I had all the dreams and I had all the promises from him as well. You know, how we were going to get married, our kids' name, I had all that, right? He came home and I myself ended up catching him cheating after 3 or 4 months into the relationship with him. Of course, he denied it. Of course, he, became aggressive and, I went through all of that. So I know a lot of, everyone has similar and different stories. You know what I mean? Um, but I know the shoes. I've been there. I've done it. I know the heartache. I know, all of that, right? And it's not fun. And I started to share my story here on TikTok because I felt like everyone comes on here, right, and they share how cute their pictures are from visit or how good visitation was, but they don't share the background of the fights, the arguments, the controlling, the aggressive, the anger, the this, that, and the other, right? So I wanted to be the one to come on here and be like, yes, it was peaches and cream, but it didn't have the whipped cream and cherries on the top either, right? So that's what made me come onto TikTok, and I blew up from that too. So that's a little bit about my background. Is I understand all the prison wives in here who's been there, done all that. Trust me, I understand all of y'all.
Yeah.
I have respect. Am I with it now? No. Do I have respect for the ladies? I do, but I just feel some ladies will learn later than soon. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, I was one of those ladies. But I'm gonna get into some questions because y'all, these comments are going crazy. But I
How
can't.
many people do you have over there?
So far, I have 589.
Okay.
Yeah, so it just went up, but it's going crazy, guys. I'm sorry I can't see everything. My mods are on here, so they can help you guys if anything. But we're gonna get into some questions because I know I'm ready to hear, and I know all these people here. Welcome in, everybody. By the way, are ready to hear. Tap and share, everybody. So let me get to it. I have a list, okay? Just FYI.
Well, I have all night. FYI, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
look, y'all, she's trying to be on. All right. So I would like to know firsthand what got you into dating inmates.
Okay. So, for those of y'all that don't know, I reconnected with one of the guys from my town, where I'm from. His family and my family have always been family friends. And in 2019, I had seen his sister at Walmart, and I'm like, "Hey, how's your brother?" And she's like, "Oh, he's good." Mind you, he was 15 when he caught his case back in 2010. And I would go see him in county, but I was married to my kid's dad, and my Otis was a baby. And so he used to carry her at church. We grew up together. We went to the same church together. So we reconnected after like 10 years of not seeing each other, talking to each other. I wrote him on JPay, and he would write me through snail mail. And in August 2019, he asked me to marry him after we seen each other and we heard each other on the phone the first time. And so I was like, yeah, because I've always loved him. And I actually have his name tatted on me right there. So I've always loved him. And he's 6 years younger than me. And I know a lot of people put videos out there that I was with him when he was a minor, but to be honest, I wasn't. And I want to clear that because I did not reconnect with him until he was already 24 years old and I was 30. And then we decided to get married. He was already a man in prison for 10 years. So he has a 45-year sentence. We no longer communicate, but he was my first love, my first heartbreak, everything. And he is the reason why I got into the prison life.
Okay, okay. Um, so that answered my second one because I was wondering like who introduced. My next one was who introduced you to that life, to
Yeah.
that lifestyle. Because it's not easy.
No.
Um, so how long has it been since you started dating? So 2019, you said, right?
The
Dating
inmates,
men,
yes.
men in prison. Okay. So you answered another question about your baby daddy. Um, okay. Because I wanted to know, like, where was he at, you know, within this picture of what you guys had going on or whatever with your kids.
Okay, so me and my kid's dad actually split up in 2015.
Okay.
But he was my high school sweetheart. My kid's dad and me, he was actually my first husband. And then the first guy incarcerated was my second husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez. Alrighty. I think you're like in your mid 30s.
I am. I'm 35.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you're 2 years younger than myself.
Yeah.
Two marriages down the drain already. Girl, let's
Three.
get it. Three? Oh, see, we got to get it together. Hello. Hello. We got to get this together. Oh, my God. Okay. So I want to know, because I know with my experience, my family did not care at all for that guy in prison because, I mean, for one, where is he at, right?
Yeah.
For two, obviously, he was guilty, even though he swore moons and mountains and stars that he was innocent, right? Which a lot of them say, I'm in here because I'm innocent. I'm innocent, though. I'm innocent, right? So that was mine. He was like that. And my family did not care for it because they knew that it was all prison stuff. But me being naive, trusting him, believing him, I defended him, you know? So, what does your family feel and think about you being with nothing but men in prison? And obviously, two of them failed already with marriage, and now this one. So, what does your family, your parents and siblings feel?
Okay, so honestly, at first they were not for it. My dad has always been my number one supporter. Me and my dad are best friends, I can honestly say. He will always have my back no matter what. Um, so my mom was not okay with it. My siblings, my brother's just like, and whatever whatever you do, you're an adult. That's your life. My sister was not okay with it. She still is not, but she doesn't tell me nothing no more. So my dad has only, okay, so I need to say this too. So my parents really did like I'm going to say my first inmate husband. Um, Unless you want to know his name, it's Isaiah. So,
If you want to say it.
yeah, so they really liked him, and to be honest, before he actually got his charge incarcerated, like his murder charge, um, he actually, my parents were wanting to like adopt him, and I didn't know that till we were together.
Wow.
So I didn't know that till we were together, and it was kind of weird, but yeah. So he told my parents no, of course, and so my dad's always liked him. My dad still likes him till this day. He will still ask about him when he sees his sister. You know, my dad has no hard feelings for anybody. Um, and my mom, I mean, she didn't meet Jesse. She didn't meet my other husband. Like, she did not care for them. She didn't. So,
Okay. So, clearly, like for myself, I didn't see myself going in that route of dating someone, but I met him as I was very vulnerable and going through my own
mhm.
breakup. And so I had no daddy issues. My dad's been in my life. He's downstairs, I've never, so you clearly had none of that either, with your dad always being there. So,
Yeah.
okay. Because a lot of women that do have those issues and have abandonment issues, some of them do go that route. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's easier. Sometimes I feel like being with a man incarcerated, they gonna take anybody.
Hmm.
They are. They're gonna take anybody. They don't care if you got five fingers and the other one ain't got no hand. Like they're gonna take anyone. That's just how I look at it. But okay, so how do your kids feel about this? Because like I said, I don't have kids, so I can't say on that part for myself, but how do your kids feel about this? About you being
So,
with a lot of inmates?
to be honest, now they don't like it, and I've actually told them that I would stop after this last one. Um, but with Isaiah, it was so easy for them. Like they both went to visit with me. Eviana, my youngest, actually thought that that was her dad for the longest. There's actually a video out on that too.
Wow.
Um, because a lot of people at the unit thought that that was her dad too, because they were like, oh my God, they look just alike. And I have, like the video visit pictures of them, and like he would always get to hug her and kiss her. And so she was always like, my daddy this, my daddy that. She called him daddy. And then after we
And you allowed
separated,
it? You allowed that to her to call him?
I did because we were already together for so long. Because me and him were actually together for like 2 years. And I let her, and then when we finally split up, she was like, why isn't my daddy calling? And then I had to tell her, like, that's not your dad, and then of course, like, you know but she even like told me the other day, she's like, Mom, remember when I thought he was my dad? I was like, yes, I remember. So, but my oldest, she's just like, whatever makes my mom happy. But she's like, Mom, no more prison guys, they've ruined your life. And I'm like, you're right, baby, you're right. So they see it now.
So by them now confessing, because they're old enough to understand and pick up.
Yeah.
So by them now confessing that to you, does that, like, do you feel you've been an example to them as far as how women should be treated and loved and where to find men and this, that, and the other? Like, do you feel you've been that example?
No, I feel like I have let my babies down, to be honest.
Okay, and I'm sure you wouldn't want that for them, their
No.
sons, right? Okay, okay. I like it. Just keep staying on the right track and listen to those kids. um, so the two marriages you did in prison, why didn't those work?
So with Isaiah, I'm sure you've seen the girls that go live about me. They actually started writing him, telling him stuff. And even after we split up, they were writing him and telling him um, wrong information. And um,
Thank you for
till
sharing.
this day, um, he won't talk to me or anything. Like they still keep in contact with him. It was like a group of like four of them. Um, and now they like continually, like I know that they were on live the other day saying that they were going to write him, and so that's why that one didn't work out. My second incarcerated husband did not work out because I I literally accused him of cheating, and then I pushed him to talk to his ex because I was like, you're cheating on me with her. And of course, he was like, I'm going to show you. So he basically did that. But now it's crazy because me and her are friends.
How did that happen?
She told me that he was with one of my ex friends that was actually at my bridal shower.
Oh my god. So y'all was just keeping it all together. Yeah, I don't. That's crazy. Oh, you can't smash the homie. That's crazy. So you never got to experience them on the outside world,
None of them except for one,
which is Jesse.
which is Jesse.
Okay, and the you said one was serving 45. Which was the other one serving?
So Isaiah was serving 40. He's serving 45. He doesn't see parole till 2032. Noe, we're actually still married currently. I just found that out the other day, yesterday.
So you was committing a whole ass sin with Jesse.
My
Ooh,
divorce was
wow.
supposed to be final June 3rd. And so I called yesterday and they told me, no, ma'am, you're still married to Noe. And I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, but my husband currently, he has a 25-year sentence and he doesn't see parole until 2028.
Okay. Okay, because like I said, when he came out for me, it was just all downhill. Um, so talking about Noe, are you guys still talking now?
Me and my husband, no, but I was talking to another Noe.
Oh my god! And he's in prison. Oh my god! He, See, this is why, excuse what I'm going to say, don't take offense, but this is why they're calling you that inmate hopper. This is what you're famous for on TikTok. We gonna have to get this together, honey. Just tap and share, tap and share. We gonna have to get this together. We gonna have to get you together.
How long do you have? Because this live can get interesting. I'm an open book, baby.
I don't have no time. I'm in here. I'm here. So I'm here. Talking about Noe, I got I got these questions because like I said, I've seen a lot of screen recordings and stuff out there, right? So that's where I got a lot of my stuff from. Thank you for the heart, me loves. So I don't know. It was a screen recording, and I don't know it now. I don't even know which Noe it was, but um, there was you were on the phone, and I don't know if it was your daughter or a sibling, and she was telling you, and you were like, "Oh my god, I got friend zone." Do you remember what
Oh,
I'm
that's
talking about?
Noe the friend. It's not my husband.
Oh, okay. So why did it bother you that you got friend zoned?
Because he knew that I wanted to be with him and he knew, but he was trying to make me work for it. And I'm not used to that with inmates, especially. I'm used to like them giving me what I want, you know? And so, like you said, because they just want anybody, right? So I was like, hey, you know, but with him, no, he literally made me work for it, work for that title of that girlfriend. And when it finally came to, I was the happiest female in the world.
Okay, and why? Why were you so? What can the guys in like? What do the guys in prison give you just besides words and phone calls?
So with him, I actually seen something different. Like, all the guys have been the same, to be honest. They used to cuss me out. They used to call me names, call me this, call me that. But he was so respectful. He respected his mom and his sister. And he was incarcerated. He's still incarcerated. He's been incarcerated for, I think it was 18 years. So he knows about how to treat. And he's like, always talking to me about God. We were always praying in the morning and at night.
Well, you know that's what a lot of them in there do, right?
Yeah, I
Make
learned that with
yourself
Jesse.
sound good, right?
I learned that with Jesse.
Okay.
But with Noe, it was literally real. Like I could feel it. And it was just something different. And so whenever he knew that I wanted him and he finally gave me that title, I just felt like it was a prize because I was like, I finally got what I wanted. This is what I wanted. And I knew I was going to get it. That type of, that's why I was happy.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Was it that your daughter on the other
Yeah,
side?
it was my daughter.
Okay. And the reason why I bring this up is because when she told you stand on business, for her being her age and her telling you to stand on business and put yourself together, that was all facts right there coming from somebody that's so young, you know? And it clearly tells me that she's done with this lifestyle
Yeah.
for you. You know, like you don't see yourself going through the same situation over and over because all these guys are doing is hurting you, right? Like they're telling you what you want to hear. And like I said, you obviously have your dad in your life, so it's not like like I said, you're abandoned from your father, right? You don't have daddy issues or anything like that. So it's like she's telling you, like, stand on your ground, stand your business. Hello, mother, get it together. Like these men are not for you. You know,
Yeah.
these men. So that's the reason why I brought that up because I just didn't know. But now you said you had two Noes, so now I know that one was actually for the second Noe and not the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So do you plan on divorcing the other Noe?
So now I have to restart the whole process. And to be honest, I have not had any contact with my husband um, since 2022. And I would have to add him. And I think that's what I'm going to have to do because he has to re sign the paperwork.
Okay. And do you think he'll sign it?
He will because he signed the first one. But because I have to be the petitioner. He has to be the respondent. I think, but see, my first divorce was not like that. It was the same way it is now, and they took it. But for some reason, they wanted him to show up to the court, And I'm like, how is he going to show up to the court? He's in prison. So he might know now that we're not divorced, but I need to write him and tell him. But I do plan on getting divorced, yes.
Okay, okay. So now I'm gonna get into some questions about Jesse. Now we're gonna go to Jesse, and I
Hold
know.
on, let me get the Kleenex. Let me get the Kleenex.
Okay. Tap and share. Tap and share, y'all. Tap and share, y'all. I just want you guys to know before she comes back, I'm a very blunt person, so I'm gonna say what I say. Okay. It's all respect. I just keep it real, and that's it. But y'all tap and share.
Okay.
So we get into some Jesse questions because that's the most fresh and current relationship you were just in.
Yeah.
To hell, I want to know. I want to know what's going on here. So, how did you even meet Jesse, and how long were you guys together?
Okay. So I'm going to try not to cry at all during this.
Hey, you be you. If you gotta cry, cry. It's part of
It's
healing.
still fresh. It's
It's
still
part.
fresh.
It's part of healing. It's part of healing.
So I was actually with somebody when I was talking to Jesse when I met him. His ex-wife, actually, we were friends, and so she was like already with somebody else, and she was like, "Hey Ash, you're a really good female, and I know how you care for these guys." She's like, um, "I'm tired of Jesse. I don't want to be with him no more. Will you be with him?" I like talk to him like a pen pal, and I'm like, "What? No, that's your husband." She's like, "No, no, no, for real, Ash. I can trust you with my kids. I can trust you know." So I was like, "Okay, well, send me his info," and then later on, she never did. So then the next day, I was like, "Hey, are you going to send his info?" And she's like, "You know what? I had a change of heart. I gave him your number. If he wants to talk to you, he'll get a hold of you." So then that Monday night, like at 10 o'clock, I get a three-way phone call, and it was him. And he was like, "Hey, set up your phone." And I said, "Okay, I'll set it up right now." So I set up the phone, it got approved. By Tuesday, he was able to call. So we talked, and she started giving me drama because she was more mad that he fell for me a little bit, you know? And then he was like kind of like straying away from her. And I was like, this is what you wanted. But, you know, she was like, well, he talks this about you. He says this about you. You will never compare to me. And, you know, I told Jesse, I was like, I don't have time for this drama, you know? So I met him through his ex wife. They were actually divorced in January. He didn't know it was final, but I found out and I told him. And me and Jesse were actually together for 9 months.
9 months. I mean, 9 months is it's a long time, but it's not long. You know what I mean? Like you're still really getting to know
One another.
a lot about each other. Yeah, exactly. Um, but hey, I mean, 9 months is 9 months of your life, right? That you're not gonna get back. You know what I mean? It's just a lesson right there, right? Um, so what being with him, what was that relationship like?
Being with him while he was incarcerated or free?
Both.
Okay. So being with him incarcerated, we were off and on because, like I said, she was always giving me drama. And I didn't feel like I had to deal with that, you know? And so, and so, um, it was off and on, you know. He was like so sweet though. He was like always calling me. Even if I didn't answer, he would still call me every day. If I ghosted him for like 2 weeks, he would still call every day, a couple times a day. Um, like I mean, he would ask me for commissary and stuff, and I think I only sent him an ecom like one time, and I didn't trust him. So, um, you know, the last time he asked me for some bags of coffee, which was like a couple weeks before he came home, and I actually told him no, I wasn't going to do it. And then, you know, so like he was always reading the Bible, going to church, ministering, all that, like you said, what they do in prison, you know, they're church going. And he was always talking about God and this and that. And so I didn't intentionally see myself being with Jesse when he came home. I actually had left him for Noe. in
Chloe number 2, right?
number two. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, I actually left him for Noe in April, no, May for good. And I had ghosted Jesse for 2 weeks. Cinco de Mayo is when I started ghosting him. And so I had blocked him and I was like, you know what? I'm done. I can't do this. Like, I want to be with Noe. That's where my heart was. And then Jesse was still calling me every day, a couple times a day. And finally, I answered after 2 weeks because my friend, I went to Houston and she was like, you need to at least give Jesse closure. And I was like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to. She's like, you have to, Ashely. You can't just leave him like that. He's about to come home. She was like, you're tired of the prison life. You want a man outside in the free world. Jesse can give you that. No, we can't. And so I was like, oh, you're right. So then I unblocked Jesse while I was in Houston. And this was like the 19th of Houston. I mean, the 19th of May. And so then I
Oh,
answered
my
him
birthday.
and he was like, hey, how are you? And I was like, I'm good. He's like, hey, you still picking me up? I said, Jesse, if you don't find nobody to pick you up, I will still pick you up. He's like, okay, thanks. And then he's like, so where do we stand? And, like we were talking and I was like, you know what, just call me tomorrow. And then he called
Yeah.
me on my way back home from Houston to my town. And that's when I decided to leave Noe. And so then I started getting everything ready for Jesse. I started getting, a lot of my TikTok followers paid for all of Jesse's homecoming clothes, his shoes, I mean, his hygiene, everything. Like we had everything ready for Jesse within a week and a half. Like they were on the go. Like, I mean, I made about $1,000 for Jesse on TikTok just for his stuff.
Wow.
And they paid for his room. They paid for everything. Like, I kid you not. And so then when he came home and I picked him up, it was the best feeling ever. But that first weekend, I seen the controlling side. I didn't see the Jesse that I seen in prison.
Of course. Same as me. Of
I
course.
seen he got mad at me one time and he said, get on your knees, B, and tell me you're sorry. And
Oh,
I
wow.
said, no. And he's like, get on your knees now and tell me you're sorry. And he pushed my head down and I got on my knees and I said, I'm sorry. And then we were supposed to go to church that Sunday. My car ended up messing up here at the hotel. And I was like, I'm wearing this black dress with a jean jacket over it. And he's like, no, you're not. I said, Jesse, it's not bad. Like, it's a cute dress and it's not showing nothing. And he's
So
like, well,
he
then I'm
didn't
not going
like
to go.
showing body parts, cleavage. He didn't like none of that.
No, like I had to like be covered up completely and like wear jeans and like flat sandals. Like I could not show my breast like crease. I could not show no legs. I couldn't even leave the hotel room without clothes on. Like, and he was just really, really controlling. And I started seeing that. And like in the car, I would sit like a little statue, like and I would try to do something fast enough on my phone for him and he would get mad. Like his temper was like this. And I was like, and I told him, I said, you know what, Jesse? I said, if I would have known this is who you were in prison, I would have never waited for you. And, whenever we came on live together, people seen my demeanor change. They were like, are you okay, Ash? Are you okay? You're not acting like yourself. Is something wrong? And like, they seen that. And it's just a person is not who they say they are once they're free. Like, and I literally seen it like because we took him to go eat the first. I mean, as soon as we got into my town,
I
we
am.
took him to go eat, and I had this same dress on, but it was black. And I got out the car, and he's like, "Before you take any steps further, you need to fix yourself." And I said, "What?" And he's like, "Before you go any further from the car, you need to fix yourself."
Wow.
And I said, okay. So I fixed my dress. And then he goes, you do not walk in front of me. You walk beside me. I said, okay. So I started seeing the controlling right there, but it didn't hit me until he actually made me get on my knees and tell him that I was sorry.
Yeah, that right there, that's too. I would have been left right there. I would have already cut the knot right there because, and no, seriously, because
Yeah.
that, I'm sorry, no man gonna ever talk to me like that. That's just crazy. See, it's true. When I was in my situation, a sweetheart, a loving guy, a caring guy, make sure you take care of this, that, and the other. And when he came home, yes, it was a whole another ballpark. So I do agree with you 100% on that. I really do. I mean, he wasn't controlling, thank God, but he did start to become aggressive with his tone of voice and, certain things like that. So
Yeah.
thank God, though, because let me tell you, it would have been on it cracking if a man tried to tell me to bend down on my knees. Like, that's just a negative right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, um, I seen a video, I believe it when I was looking up some questions to ask you. I believe it was yesterday. It was a screen recording. And Jesse was actually saying how he didn't even know you were talking to two or three men. So were you cheating on him the whole time? Half of the time, the beginning, the middle, the end? What was he saying on that part? What did he mean by that? Were you cheating?
Okay, so Jesse knew everything I was doing. Jesse knew that I had talked to this one guy, one of my friends' husbands who was incarcerated, did hook me up with one of his friends.
Your comments are so fast. I'm so sorry.
And Jesse knew about that. And I ghosted Jesse for 3 months because, like I said, his ex kept coming in and out, texting my phone, doing this, doing that, and I couldn't take it. Well, I left Jesse for him and another dude. And these two are actually still incarcerated. And whenever I finally answered Jesse on January 1st, I had the flu. And Jesse calls me and we're talking. And he's like, "So what have you been doing?" I said, "Well, I've been talking to this dude and this dude." And he's like, "So are you still talking to them?" I said, "Well, I'm still talking to one, but not the other." And he's like, "Oh, okay. Well, then," so he knew about both of them. And then one night I get home and it's like seven, no, not even night. It was the next morning. It was like 7 in the morning. I get home, Jesse calls me and I'm like, "Hello." He's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I just got home." He's like, "From where?" I said, "I'm not going to lie to you. I stayed at some dude's house." He's like, "What?" And he hung up on me. Well, then he calls back and he's like, "Ashley." I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Did you do something?" I said, "Jesse, if I stayed at the dude's house, what do you think?" This was in March. And he was like, "All right, I'm done with you." And he hung up. But then he called me back the next day at 3 o'clock. And then we were like talking like nothing. He's like, "I forgive you. I forgive you." So he literally knew about the guys that I was talking to.
So do you think, and this is not even in my questions, but do you think by you blocking him for 3 months and him finding out about, of course, these other men and stuff, do you think that might be a reason of why he treated you how he had treated you, as you explained?
So, to be honest, that is a reason why. And the reason I say that is because he did do something I don't want to say on here because there is 2,000 people watching me right now.
Thank you.
But he did do something to me, and he said, "This is for all the shit that you did to me while I was in prison."
Okay.
And I was like, my face was just like, "Are you serious?" That's literally what I did. So, yeah, he did what he did because of what I did to him while he was in prison. And those were his exact words. "This is for all that you did to me while I was in prison or locked up."
Well, even though, like some incarcerated men can be off the hook sometimes, at the end of the day, they do still have feelings. So, he probably genuinely did like you at one point, and, he was probably just hurt and devastated, trying to be with someone, knowing he's almost coming home, and then he finds all this out and you do all that. So, I mean, I can understand him too,
But let me add this.
Go ahead.
In March, I do have messages from when he wrote his ex-wife and he talked so much crap about me. So I did leave Jesse for like a week. because of the what the messages had said. And till this day, I still have them
I have to.
messages because of what he said. It hurt me to the core. And after that, I did end up sleeping with one of my ex friend's brothers because of the messages. And it's just those messages really messed me up. And I could never see Jesse the same. I tried to give him a chance after seeing these messages. And I still could not, because when you see somebody that supposedly loves you and these messages say otherwise, and now they're showing otherwise, you knew he never loved you from the start. So why did you even waste my time? Why?
So my question to you is: he texted you whatever he had texted you. He did his part of the mess too, right? Um, Instead of doing something like a hobby or something like that, why did you feel the need to go and mess with other men instead of focusing on yourself and that and fixing that hurt first with him, and then moving forward? Because clearly, like, you've seen, all the red flags there. I mean, from what I hear so far, there's a lot of red flags, but for some reason you kept going back to him anyways. So, and I get it, if love's involved, I get it. When we're in love, we do stupid stuff, and I get that, right? But why go back to men and make the situation even worse with Jesse, and then something that can never be have trust anymore, or it can never be happen anymore? So, like, what is it that you have to continue to go back to different men when you get hurt by a situation? And I'm respectfully asking this question.
Yeah, so me doing what I did with my friend's brother, I felt like if Jesse found out, he was gonna hurt, and I wanted to get back at him, and I wanted to make him hurt.
So, do you think that
And
was right?
huh?
Do you think that was right to do?
No, because then I met Noe that same weekend.
Oh, so it just didn't matter. It just didn't matter if you hurt Jesse or not, is what I'm kind of getting out of this,
I
actually.
didn't care if I hurt Jesse or not because I had Noe as a backup.
So, okay, then, and again, these questions that are coming up is what I'm hearing from you. It's not even on my paper. I promise
Yeah.
you it's not. So, I'm taking it as, if you wanted to get karma back, right? Make him hurt, make him feel the pain that you felt this, that, and the other, then you truly never loved Jesse. Because if you really truly love somebody, you might do something that might hurt them, yes, but continue that situation, to continue do what you're doing, that's not real love. That's
Okay.
like more of a lust, and more like, you cute homeboy, like, I see you type of thing. You know what I mean?
So I did love Jesse, and I'm not gonna lie, I did love him up until I seen these messages that he wrote his ex-wife in March.
Okay.
That right there is when he broke everything from me. And I wish I could show you these messages because I want you to understand what I felt when she sent them to me. And these were coming from my boyfriend at the time. Me and Jesse weren't even separated. He literally went one weekend without calling me for the whole weekend. And I'm like, why hasn't he called me? And then he calls me out of nowhere. Well, come to find out, he was trying to get back with her in March. And then she sends me these messages and she said, I told you Jesse will always be my B. You're nothing compared to me. Remember, I have his kids, you don't. And then when she sent me the messages and I read them, I literally had never cried for Jesse until I read those messages. And when I say that those messages broke me, they broke me. And I couldn't forgive him. And I told him over and over again, I could not forgive him because of those messages and what he said about me.
What was the
And
most outstanding, worst message that he had said that really broke you?
that she could come in at any time and rain on his parade and take, because she will always have his heart no matter what. And I'm just a female that he's been with. And basically he showed me that he didn't like care for me like he said he did, and I thought he did. And then when he came home and we were doing our deed, you know, the hanky panky, he was like, "You like that, D?" And he called me her name and said, "Baby." And I said, "What did you just say?"
Wow.
And I jumped off. And he was like, "No, baby, baby, I'm sorry, baby, I'm sorry, baby." And he like starts hitting himself, and he's like, "Just punch me, slap me, just hit me." And I'm like, "You literally just called me her name while we were doing it." Like,
That's yeah. Yeah, that I don't know about that. But um yeah. So I'm gonna go to another question. I seen a video saying that you were pregnant. Was it by Jesse? Was it before? Are you pregnant? Was it false? True?
so I'm waiting to see if I'm pregnant. I'm actually gonna take a test next week. Um, I don't know for sure if I'm pregnant or not. I've been feeling out of the norm, you know. Um, so with me knowing my body, I know something's not right.
Everybody's
And
asking, why are you drinking then?
because I don't know if I am or if I'm not. And I'm not going to find out until next week. I actually was going to buy a test for this weekend and take it this weekend, because it's been 3 weeks since me and him started doing the deed. And if you know about babies, it takes about 2 weeks to like get in there and, make and all, and so the last time was actually 2 weeks ago that me and him did anything. And so a lot of people always ask me, why are you drinking then if you don't know if you're pregnant? Because I'm
I'm
not
getting a
sure that
lot
I
of
am
that
or I'm
over
not.
here. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of that over here. They're like, well, then
Yeah.
stop drinking, basically be responsible if you're pregnant,
Yeah.
right? Um, so yeah, wow, okay. Because there's a lot of that screen recording. So I'm gonna get into DV, to the DV subject. I seen some screen records that you've been hit. He did things and whatnot. I seen a screen record of, I guess you couldn't do something for him, and he was keeping track of how many times you couldn't do something for him or whatnot. So I know you already had said that he put his hand on you, on your head or something like that already. So was there any slapping, pinching, kicking, biting, anything else that went with the DV? Because the next question after you answer that one is, I also seen a screen record of you going on live, clearing his name. Did you clear his name because it was false, or did you clear his name because you got told to, threatened? What made you really clear his name after you already exposed all of that information?
So when I said earlier that I wasn't going to say what had happened, whenever he said, "This is for everything that you did to me while I was in prison," um, it was a little hit on the face. I don't want to say it on here because I don't want to get banana,
Oh
but
no, I
you
know.
know. And then I did go on live and say that I wanted to clear his name. And I said that because he told me if I said that, he would pay me my money back that he owed me, which was about $1,000.
Okay. And do you think or believe you're going to get that money back, or is it a lost cause?
I've already just basically put it as a lost cause because I don't think he's busy having his fun with these girls and everything on TikTok. So I don't think I'll ever see that money again. But I have the screen record or the screenshots where he actually did tell me, like, "I'll pay your money, but you have to go on live and clear my name."
Okay, so he was just willing to basically pay you to do that. So on your end, you only did it because you wanted your money back. But in
Hmm.
reality, it was true that he did abuse you.
He did verbally abuse me too. And actually tonight he last said his last thing to me, and he like literally cussed me out, and that was the end of that. So
Talk to him tonight. What
yes,
happened
because
to
I
him?
told him that I had his He has another account, and so I told him I had his login for it because it was on my iPad, and he had been
I
wanting
did
it.
see a video of him saying that his other account was
Yeah. And so I basically gave it to him, and um, I told him, and then that's when he was like, you know what? Then he cussed me out and blocked me. So,
honestly, I would not even have reached out. What's done, already a done deal, you know?
mhm.
Um so okay, so that cleared it up. So was waiting for him, however long you waited for him in prison, worth the wait to when he came home?
No,
Not even just a little bit.
I regret it every day. My life has been hell since he's came home. My life has been ruined since he's came home. I've had not this much hate until Jesse came home. And I miss my life before Jesse. I miss my life when it was just me and my little 100 people watching me. Now I have over 2.5K watching me right now.
I have 3.3, so they all in tune. They're all in tune here.
So I miss it. I regret it every day. And if I could just pray and turn back the hands of time, I would. Because you guys, you don't know these men outside of prison. Once they come home, it's a different ball game, you guys. And if y'all are literally spending 10 years, 5 years, 10 months, whatever it is, waiting for them, you guys, you need to make sure that they do not change on you, because I thought I was going to have the happy life, the happy marriage, the happy this, happy that. Everything he promised me, it's in the toilet down the drain. Everything that he promised me. And now whenever if I find out and if I am pregnant, then all I would have is that baby and me from this relationship. And I did say if I am pregnant, I want Jesse to have nothing to do with it. I want nothing to do with him anymore. He's ruined my life. My life has been HE double hockey stick since May 31st. Um, I wish I would have never met him. I wish I could go back to September and told her, no, I'm good. I don't want him. I don't need him. Nothing. Like, he's literally ruined my life. And I've never felt that way about somebody.
I will 100% agree on the dreams and promises. You know, everyone needs love, and I respect that and I get that. And, you know, a lot of women, they ride or die for their man in there. I was one of them.
Yeah.
And nothing you could say, you know what I mean? Nothing you could say I would believe or want to even hear you, because I'm like, no, he's my man. I'm holding
Yeah.
it down. This is
Yeah.
my heart. I'm in love. He tells me he loves me. I was that girl, but again, I did not know my worth at the time.
Yeah.
And it's true, when they come home, a lot of them are a whole nother man, a whole nother person. They say that type of stuff because, you know, they need things, they need stuff, you know. Who's Johnny? Someone's asking who's Johnny.
Who's Johnny?
Yeah,
What Johnny?
I have no idea. They just said who's Johnny. And I don't know who Johnny
Can you
is.
ask him more on that Johnny person? Double
Whoever
tap the screen,
commented
you
who's
guys.
Johnny, please comment or ask the question of why you're asking. I don't know. Tap and share, guys. Tap and share.
Let's get this goal, you guys. Let's get this goal.
Tap and share. Let's go. Okay, so the other question was, how long was he home before he left you, or did you leave, or he left, or you left him?
I broke up with him because he was home for 10 days to be exact. On his 10th day, I heard him on the phone in the morning here
I am going to ask that question, Benz. I am.
at the hotel that we were staying at. I did hear him on the phone talking to his ex wife. And I don't know what they were conversating about. And then all I heard him say, "Y las niñas." And I said, well, you know what? Tell that B to come pick you up. I'm done with you. And I decided to break up with him that day. We were talking at the hotel room, and he was like, "No, we're not going to break up." I said, "Jesse, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be with you no more. I want out. I'm done. After I drop you off at your sister's, I'm done with you. You've been nothing but horrible to me. You show these females on TikTok all the um like the attention. You love that attention. You wouldn't be who you are if it was not for me on TikTok. And I just told him that, I'm done. I'm done. Oh, what does y las niñas mean? It means like, where are the girls at? He was asking, then when he seen me get up from the bed, he was like, oh, and where are the girls? Like all of a sudden, you want to change the subject when you see me get up. But I was awake the whole time listening.
So another question, I actually seen a video of Jesse. It was a screen recording, and he was saying that he was catfished. What's that about?
He was catfished. I don't know.
And I'm seeing a lot here too. So yeah, he was saying that I guess he was catfished.
Probably because of my attitude, because he said I had a bad attitude. He said he didn't know I was this mean and ugly in person, like bad attitude. He said that he could never
You didn't look the same. Someone put that you didn't look the same, I guess, as you did in
I,
pictures or something. I'm not
I don't
sure.
know. He didn't look the same. I was catfished. I'm just kidding. No. I don't know. He didn't say I've never heard that. So I don't know what he means. You would have to probably ask Jesse.
I do plan on interviewing him because I
Oh
would love to
Lord.
hear his side as well. So Jesse, I don't know if you're watching, but DM me because I would like to set a day and time with
Oh,
you.
he's gonna love the attention.
I would love to set a day and time with you. Um, so I have this juicy question. I seen this recording today. Why your eyes get so big?
Because I don't know what you're gonna ask.
I seen this recording today, and you were talking about you guys were on the phone, and he was telling you his size and all this gushy stuff. So when he came home, tell us, did he put it down? Was his size what he said? Was it good in the bed? What was it? Did it make you want second round too, third round? I mean, you put it out there, so I have to ask the question. You put it out there. You
Hold
talking
on,
about
hold
the
on.
size? I told y'all I keep it blunt and real, y'all. So we gonna get this.
Oh my goodness. Can I take a potty break real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. You guys double tap that screen
Guys,
and let's hit my
double
goals.
tap the screen if you guys are enjoying this live. I thank you guys for all watching. 3.5K. That's insane, y'all. I do plan on interviewing Jesse. I do need to find his TikTok name so I can reach out to him. If you guys know him, have him reach out to me. And yes, I am gonna ask about the other guy that you guys are all commenting the name. I seen it. Trust me. It's in these questions, y'all. I promise y'all. I promise y'all. But tap and share, you guys. Tap and share. Tap and share. And I appreciate, like I said, you guys, I am too. Beatbox. Beatbox. Tap and share the live, guys. Tap and share. I really I'm enjoying you guys. I wish I could read every comment. But when I say that it's going super fast, it's going super fast. She said she doesn't know she's pregnant. She don't know. She does not know she's pregnant. She's going to take a test, she said, this week. Why is she talking about him? Because I'm interviewing her. But she's drinking. I mean, that's her own consequence, guys. It's her own consequence. If she wants to drink, let her drink. Thank you guys for the gifts. I love you guys. If you guys have not yet hit that follow button, y'all hit that follow button because we're going to get some more interviews on my live, on my channel. And I definitely, like I said, want to get Jesse up in here. I will.
Okay.
Apparently Jesse's actually in here. So,
Oh shit.
guys, I don't know who. I mean, I have almost
He's
4K.
he's under Chuito probably. Or I don't know.
Wait, did I just see his comment? Hold on. No, I thought I seen one. Yeah, I don't know. It's going so fast, and if he's in here,
They
hi.
said he's in there?
Hey, that's what I'm getting told. So hi and welcome in, Jesse. I promise you, I'm not downing you. I'm just asking questions of what I've seen. Um. So yeah, go ahead and answer that.
So
I mean, I'm asking you because you went on your own live. You made that comment. You said he talked to you about his size, and you said you didn't want to hear, and it's not about that, and this and that. So, how was the first night? Was it what he told you he was going to do? Was it what you expected? What was it? What he said it was?
he's probably smiling right now if he's watching this.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, don't just act like he's not even in here.
Okay, so to be honest, you know, him and his ex-wife were like, "Oh, he's blessed." And he was like, "I'm blessed." I said, "Well, that doesn't matter to me. Size does not matter." Well, then
Thank you for
when
the
he
follow.
comes home, as soon as we come in the hotel room, the room is all fixed up for him. I don't know if you see my videos, but
I did.
um, so the room is all fixed up for him, and he pulls his pants down. And to be honest, he is about 8 inches, but it's skinny. It's skinny, but it's also crooked too. Like it's like this.
Okay, so it goes sideways.
It's like this, but it's 8 inches and it's skinny. But it hurt. It hurt. I'm not gonna lie. I was in pain for days. I felt him all the way up in my breast and everything. Like it hurt. And then to take it in every single hole, it hurt even more.
Ay,
But
coño.
he he is blessed. Now all the females are gonna want him, but um, he does know how to work it. Yeah, he was good. I'm not gonna lie, he was good.
First night was magical because, girl, my first night, I
Well,
had to
it wasn't
ask.
even a night. It was like 2 o'clock my time, and yeah, it was. I was like, "Dang, Daddy, what did you do? Like, I need more."
Oh, okay, so she had a successful first night, guys. That's what it sounds like here. Yeah, because let me tell you, my first night, he talked a good one, right? I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna lay the pipe.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see, right? He came home and he was like, "I'm tired." Okay, but we're not gonna get into that. But just know it wasn't.
No, he wanted to do like
It
round
was a
after
nice size as
round.
well. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like give me more. No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Um, so a lot of people I've seen on comments. I seen him on live last. I heard his voice on a live last night. He did pop on live last night. And on the live I was watching, she had a lot of comments, and I've seen screen records and other stuff saying that he was on the other side as well. So, do you believe that he's LBGTQ, or he's not?
You've seen stuff where they say Jesse is on the other side? Did
Yes.
he
I
say
mean,
he
when a
was?
when a guy comes from prison, of course they said that about my ex as well. I mean, hey, I seen comments. I heard about my ex as well. It's because the guy's been in prison for so long. That's all they're around, right? A lot of guys in there are married and they act straight when their wife comes and they're on the down lows. I'm not saying Jesse is. I'm just telling you what I read and what I seen and heard on lives, on screen records, and on people's comments. So I'm asking, did you ever get that vibe or that feel from him?
So,
Oh,
um,
someone actually commented and said you said that he literally was.
no, I never said Jesse was. I never said Jesse was. I said, and I was just about to say this right now. I never said Jesse was on that side. If y'all are my OGs and y'all are on my side, y'all know that I've never said that about him. People would come to me as well and say that, but like when you said that you heard his voice, I was like, hold up, did he admit to that?
No,
Because
he didn't admit to it. He just,
oh,
thought it was kind of crazy. Like, what?
but anyways, I never got that from him, but the only thing that would push me to like think like maybe would be because he was so infatuated with a back end. Like he wanted to do me there, he wanted to eat it, like to do that and like to literally eat your the whole time. Like, you're just so infatuated with that little hole instead of the other one, you know? Like, I mean, he did both, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like that's kind of awkward because I've never had a dude actually do that to me. He was the first. So, and that's what he
I
wanted.
mean, hey, you can't blame the guy. He's been locked up. He wants every angle of it. You can't blame the guy on that. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So you already answered this question of now that his name's cleared up about do you think he's gonna get the money as you showed his messages saying he promised, you know, and now you're thinking it's just a full loss. So I'm gonna just go ahead and move on from that one because you already kind of answered that one. Um, so he was with you. You said 2 weeks, and then he left, or you left
10
him.
days. 10 days.
10 days. Damn. Okay. You said he was controlling, right? I had
Yes.
that in. He was controlling. Okay. So, did you guys plan a marriage? Did you guys plan kids, buying a home, living in one house for the rest of your life, happily ever after?
I don't want to talk about it. That's what's going to hit me.
No, I'm asking because I also had that with mine. I had my kids' names. I had where we were getting. We had where we were getting married. We had buying a home together, and you know, um, flipping them. So I know that in I know that a lot of men in there they do talk about that a lot with women. So I just thought I'd come out and ask you that question because I know for sure it was a conversation.
Yeah.
Um,
We had all that planned. He promised that we would be married by July. He actually proposed to me in prison, and then he proposed to me the day he came home in the car. And that's why I said like we were trying for a baby the first weekends he was home. He was like, I have a feeling you're pregnant already. Like after we did it one like in the middle. He was like, I have a feeling you're pregnant. I'm like, what? He goes, I just have a feeling you're pregnant. And I was like, don't say that. And we did plan all that. Um and then we started planning like if I was pregnant, we would have our maternity shoot in Colorado because that's one state that he wanted to move to by next year. And so I was like, yeah, I'll be like 6 months pregnant in December. And he was like, yeah, I want to go for the whole month of December to Colorado. I was like, yeah, I could do my maternity shoot over there in the snow. And he was like, yeah, babe, that's a good idea. And then we said if we had a little boy, we were gonna name him Jesus Julio Martinez, after Jesse, my dad and Jesse. And then if we had a little girl, we were gonna name her Journey because she was made from our journey that we had. And we did plan on having at least 2 to 3 more kids. He has 2 little girls, and then I have my two. And like I said, he proposed to me the day that he came home, and now it's not there. And he was like, "We're gonna do
is that
cooking
the ring?
nights."
Is that the ring on your finger?
No, I have it at home. Like it
Oh.
was just he didn't actually give me one, but I was wearing one, and I took it off, but he was like, we're gonna do cooking lives together. It's gonna be life after prison with Ash and Jesse. And he was like, I want them to see how couples can last outside of prison. And I literally, this is why I left Noe for him, because I literally thought I could see my forever with Jesse and my prison life would be over with. And if I would have known that it would have turned out this way, I would have never did what I did to Noe, because
So do you think that I mean, you're not knowing how it was going to be when he came home. You don't know that. No one knows the future, right? But do you think that if you would have, I mean, if you would have stood with Noe, technically, he's still another man that you're never going to see out in the streets. So, in my opinion, by being through this story or being through the situation as well, I think that you needed, not saying that you needed this hurt or anything, but you needed for a man from prison to come home so you can see or open your eyes more to what can possibly happen, because when you date so many men in prison, you don't know what's really going to happen, because they're over the phone for, and all these men you're talking about are literally years to come home. Girl, you might be 85 years old when it came by the time one of them men are walking out. If you want me to be honest, I'm being really
Yeah.
transparent and honest. So it's like you needed this experience so that you can see that men in prison are not all what they say they are. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I look at my experience as a blessing, because I learned, I know my worth now. I love myself. I will never tolerate any craziness or BS from any type of man like that anymore. So for me, it was a blessing. I took it as a win. I feel like I'm the one that won because he lost an amazing person, you know. But like I said, things happen for a reason, and unfortunately, it happened. But so okay, so you answered that. I've seen recordings of him saying that he never asked for help. Basically, his family was there by his side. Did he ever ask you for help? Did you ever help him? Did you help him willingly? Did you help him because he needed it? He asked, or you were just trying to do your part as being his girlfriend?
So, with that, his family was hardly ever there for him when he was incarcerated. Um, like I said, I sent him like one ecom, but I only did that because I felt bad for him because he didn't have nobody there for him. His ex-wife had left him. Um, his family didn't even have their phone set up for him. So I was basically the one that would do the three-way calls to his sisters when he needed me to. Um, and whenever he finally hurt me and he would ask me for anything, I told him no. So then he started having to do haircuts and drawing and whatever else just to make money in there. And when he came home, we already had everything set up, me and my TikTok family. So he basically had already like closed for the whole weekend. I had collected like the day he came home, I was on live and I had like almost 5,000 people in there. And they sent me about $600 on CA. And with that, I got to buy his cowboy boots. I got to buy we went shopping for his jeans. Those shirts that he wears, I bought them. You know, Jesse never really asked for anything except for those coffees that I told him no about, and his work clothes. He needed work clothes, so he did ask for that. I actually have still two pair of his pants that just came in the other day from Walmart, but I'm gonna return those. Um, and I mean, he basically, everything else, I felt like TikTok had paid for it, so it was his money. And I gave him $100 cash when he came out that day. Um, and like every time we went out to eat or bought beer or something, I paid for it. He had my card in his wallet, so he would just pull out my card. He already knew my PIN number. Um, so I mean, he would ask but not ask like all the time. Like he was humble enough to like, well, I'll just see what they can give me for free. I'll go to the Goodwill or whatever, the thrift stores. But he did ask for some stuff like his work boots. I paid for those. Everything like his mask, I paid for those. So yeah, a lot of his clothes that he's wearing, I paid for that. So yeah.
Okay, okay. Um, so do you feel or think that it was better between you guys when he was locked up? more than when he came home? Do you regret do you regret everything or small pieces of it? I know earlier you said you regret, but you could regret the whole relationship or you could just regret some.
So it was easier whenever we were in the prison relationship. He was so much nicer. He was so much sweeter. He always blew up my phone. And this was one of my biggest fears. And a lot of my OGs knew that this was always one of my biggest fears, to have a man come home to me and then it not work out. And I didn't even want this with Jesse because I was so scared. I was so terrified to give somebody that chance and then it break my heart and do how it did me right now. And I took that leap of faith because everybody said, you got to take that chance. You don't know. Life is about taking chances. You have to take that chance, Ash. What if Jesse's the one? And then I thought about it. I'm like, but what if he hurts me? What if he's not the one? And I still took that chance. And so, to be honest, I don't regret the first day that he was home. But after that day on forward, I regret every single day. So, the last 9 days of him being out with me, I regret that. But that first day home, I don't regret. I got to experience picking him up from prison, driving 2.5 hours away, picking him up. I got to experience just seeing him walk out those prison gates. I got to experience just hugging him for the first time, him being with the first girl after 5 years of being locked up. I got to experience all that, his love, his everything, who Jesse really was that first day. I don't regret that, but I regret every day after that because he turned into somebody that I didn't even know who he was anymore.
Sorry, I'm just reading a comment. Um, so how do you feel about him? I mean, I've seen screen recordings, I should say. Everything about you guys is literally screen recorded all over TikTok, right? So I recently seen screen recordings and a live of him chopping it up with some girl. How do you feel about him talking to someone else and getting to know other women right after you?
You know, it hurts, and I try not to see that. People send me stuff, and I tell them I don't want to see it because where were they at when he was incarcerated? When he was calling me, where were they at? Was their phone set up? When he asked for a video visit, were they going to visit him? When he asked for money on his books, were they putting it on there? When he needed clothes to come home in, were they giving that to him? And I feel like he betrayed me so bad because I made sure he was good. I made sure he was okay. I picked up the phone. I was there for him when he needed somebody to talk to. I was the one there. Where were they at? They weren't there. They didn't even know he existed.
So you think they just met through this app and just started chit chatting and talking and chilling, having a good time?
A lot of the girls he talks to, he met them through this app because I introduced him to TikTok. That was my mistake. And he got big headed when he knew his following. I'm going to be honest with you. When I brought Jesse home from prison 3 weeks ago to the day, 3 weeks ago today, I only had 4,600 people following this account. Within that first weekend, Jesse was home. Until that Monday, I already had 15,000 people following my account. Jesse made his account. He got his 6,000 within that weekend.
I
Like,
do recall hearing him say last night he had like 10,000 on his old app, our old account.
yeah, and he let the females get to his head. And I told him, I said, they're going to ruin our relationship, Jesse. They're going to ruin us. No, babe, I'm not. I'm not responding back to them. I'm not responding back to them. I said, Jesse, they're gonna ruin our relationship. And sure enough, he's not with me no more. He's not with me no more.
And you think it's because of this app?
It is. It's because of this app. He let the females that were in his inbox message him, talk about me. He never took up for me when they were calling me names on his live. He never took up for me. Um, when they would call me fat, when they would call me this, never did he ever take up for me. But let them talk about his ex-wife and he's going to take up for her. He always has. Always has.
And he has kids with her, right?
Yes.
That's probably one reason. That's probably the main reason why. It's the mother of his kids. I mean, they might not be together, but there's always going to be some of that love, some of that love, some of that care there. All right. Um. So let's see. Are you completely done with him? Is that it? No more. You said you talked to him today. After I heard a screen record of you blocking him from everything. Are you done, or are you gonna get the urge to hit him up again? Are you gonna get the urge to maybe make fake accounts to hit him up? Or are you done?
So I did hit him up just to tell him his info.
I am Ara.
Um, I gave him his info on his other account, and that was that. Like, you know, I basically just told him like, this is your info. You can log in. Um,
So someone just commented that you went live on that account.
because it was on my iPad. And then I logged out. I don't even have it on there no more, but I gave it to Jesse and I said, this is your login. And yeah, so I don't know. He said that he couldn't log into it, but it's his login. I gave him the password, I gave him all that. And I told him I didn't read none of his messages. I didn't read none of his messages, but he was using my iPad the whole time we were together. And I never actually I only get on my account on TikTok. So when it let me log into his account, it was kind of weird because I even have the old phone that I had got Jesse, and he left it to me. He said he didn't want it, so the phone still lets you set up for the TikTok verification on Jesse's account. So
Okay. So there's a big question that I want to know because me personally, I don't care about this guy. I don't. And for sure, everybody on here wants to know. You and Fonzie? What's going on with that? I don't like the guy. I don't because I feel like he's really disrespectful by putting people. If you want clout, find it somehow, but to put people's pictures and stuff like that in his back, I don't care for that. I don't. So I don't like the guy. I don't. I think that's just rude and whatnot. You obviously feel some type of way because I seen a recording that you're flying to San Diego. So what is going on with this?
So to be honest, Fonzie hit me up about a week ago, and we started texting. He gave me his number. I gave him mine. Um, he's basically been lifting me up. Like Fonzie is literally okay. So I used to watch Fonzie about a year ago. I stopped watching him because of how mean he was. And so I told him, I'm like, you scared me on your live. Like you were talking crap to people because that's who he is. So then I stopped watching him. And he honestly though, he's the one that's been lifting me up. He's like, don't worry about these, haters, like they're just jealous, this and that. Um, he's a friend. We're not dating, we're not together. He flirts a lot with other females, which is perfectly fine. Make that money, baby. Um, but he's a really good friend. He does want me to fly out to SD. But
Is he paying for it? If he wants you to fly out, is he putting you in a
so
hotel, rental, paying for it?
that's the whole thing. I told him that if you pay for it, I'll fly out. Um, but we're just friends, like I said, and I see all the hate that I get on his page when he talks about me because they, call me names and this and that. And he actually went live on one of my backup accounts today. And people were surprised because it was Fonzie and not Ash. Huh?
I think I seen that. I'm not sure. I think I did
Oh, they
earlier.
screen recorded it?
Like I said, you are FYP, 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 girl.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, that's how I found you.
But yeah, so we're just friends. Me and him are just friends. I mean, I don't go into his lives, but he'll sometimes come into my lives. He subscribed to me on this account. But we're just friends right now, If I do end up to going to SD, I was actually supposed to go next week, but because the flights were like $600, I was like, I'm not gonna make you pay $600 for my flight. Like, I'm not gonna do it.
We'll tell him to afterpay it, affirm it. I
Oh,
mean,
because that's
I
what I
I
do, huh?
I seen you do payment plans. I'm just saying, I see you do payment plans. I mean, just might as well do this trip. I mean,
I
just
told him, I said, "Do you want me to afterpay this?" And he started laughing. I said, "I'm the queen of payment plans."
I'm just saying, might as well add that one in the rest. So, does he have a girlfriend? A lot of people are saying he actually has a girlfriend, and who's Vanessa? I seen a screen record of him and Vanessa talking, but they're asking who's Vanessa,
I
which
don't
is
know who
someone I
Vanessa
know.
is. I don't know who Vanessa is. I don't even, he told me he didn't have a girlfriend. And then I also seen people like one day on my live comment that he had a 4-month-old son,
Oh
but he
wow,
told me he didn't. I texted him and I'm like, hey, you got a son? He's like, no. Who said that? So I don't know if he has a girlfriend, to be honest.
Courtney, Courtney, girl, he ain't faithful. He gonna
I don't
find.
know.
He's trying to payment plan her out there.
I don't know. I don't know
Sorry.
who's his girlfriend, you guys. Who's his
They're saying
girlfriend?
Courtney. So Courtney, girl, he about to payment plan Ashley out there. They about to be affirming this trip, girl. So you, I'm sorry, you getting played, honey. The funny thing is, the girl has my name, but I'm a way better Vanessa. I promise that. So you guys are just friends. It's nothing serious. It's oh, you got a new nickname, Afterpay Ashley.
Afterpay Ashley. Hey, it's better than inmate hopper. Just kidding.
By the way, I think I have that as a question. Do you even like that name?
Inmate hopper.
Yes.
So to be honest, I do have merch coming out with that on there.
Oh
Um,
Lord. Listen, let me tell you something. And I'm gonna respectfully say this to everybody watching on both sides. Respectfully. Yes, Ashley has that title. Okay, from what I'm hearing, you feel me? We hearing it, right? But a lot of women, some reason they do always go back to inmates when they break up with one.
yes.
So I will say that to her defense because it does happen. For some reason, a lot of women are attracted to the bad boys over there, right? And it does happen. I personally know people. I actually know someone. I call her my cousin, and she does that. She married one, got a divorce. It didn't work out. Went and married the next, and marries like she's. I guess one too. It's not just you, but it happens. Like I said,
So
I'm thankful I learned my lesson from the one, and I never looked back.
to be honest, I'm glad that you brought that up because, like I've said it before in my lives, I know multiple women who have been with more than one, two, three, four inmates. And of course, their stories aren't out there like mine because of what
I
they see me
will.
going
I
through.
mean,
And so, a lot of women do, like you said, I know multiple women who have been with more than one inmate,
right.
but they're not going to sit there and take that heat because they see me taking the heat as inmate Hopper Ash.
Of course. I mean, hey, I still get hated on, and honestly, it's just because I came out and spoke my truths. You know what
Mhm.
happened. But at the end of the day, like I said, I've been there, done it. It is what it is. So, I see it. This question I'm gonna ask. It's not on my list, but it's here. What happened to your job? Did you get fired?
No,
Okay, because it's a lot on here about you being fired or what happened to your job. You had a 9 to 5 or something, so you're not fired. You still have your job.
I quit.
You quit. Okay. Well, she quit, you guys.
I quit Thursday, yesterday. I left at lunchtime.
Girl, how you gonna quit your job when you got all these afterpays to pay?
I'll figure it
TikTok,
out with TikTok.
TikTok. She depending now. She depending on y'all gifts now. Oh my! So you got fired.
No, I quit.
Okay. Well, I'm seeing fired. She's saying she quit. You guys. Your kids. Like they're asking about your kids. Are your kids? They live with you. You have full custody of them, obviously, right? Do they know their father? Have a relationship with their father? No, nothing. Nothing at all.
They know him, but they haven't talked to him.
Okay. They're asking where are your kids?
They are safe. I already told them I don't want to answer nothing with my kids.
Okay, guys. So we gotta respect that, cause let me tell you, kids, that is a big deal, guys. I don't like to, step that boundary, but know that they're safe. And you just heard her about them not knowing their father like that. They have the same dad, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get into some questions now regarding you. Um, So after this experience, I already kind of said it earlier. After this experience with dating all these men in prison, right, and never knowing what the outcome would be, because the ones you date got so many moons to go, and now that Jesse came home, you got a little glimpse of what possibly could be like, whatnot. Are you and your kids expressing to you now how they feel about it? Are you sure and positive that you are never going back, or you can't completely you're not 100% sure? Because in my opinion, and how I'm seeing it on the outside looking in, to me it seems like you like it. You like that prison stuff. Why? I don't know. Because girl, you gotta get to know your worth when it comes to that.
Yeah.
There's so many men on the outside, but it seems like you like it, and for whatever your reasons is, it seems like you enjoy it, even though it's very stressful and hard, and it is. Uh,
So,
so are you like going to go back to that second Noe, or are you going to get to know another Noe on the outside?
so with that question, I'm glad you asked that. I can't say that I'm out of it 100%. I actually just set my phone up for a new inmate. I'm not saying nothing about him. My
Oh my
phone.
God. Guys, is she ever going to learn? That's the question.
If y'all have inmates for me, hit me up. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're
No,
not. No, you're not. You're
no,
not.
I just set my phone up. Actually, me and the second no, we just talked today, and we had a really heated conversation. And I told him "f you," and I hung up on him, and I deleted him from my Securus. So me and that no, we will not ever talk again. Um, but I did yesterday set my phone up for another inmate. No, 2 days ago, and it did get approved finally today. I have not talked to the new one, but we did message like one message, and that was it so far. So yeah, I'm I just want to keep myself busy because I feel like
Wait. Pause. Stop. Time out. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Did you just say you want to keep yourself busy? Hold on. We gonna stop right there. Wait a minute. Let me take y'all who's ever sipping. Cheers to this real quick. Hold on.
am I driving you crazy?
How can you keep yourself busy when these are men that you do not see. You gotta wait for a 15-minute phone call. You gotta wait for an email. You gotta get approved for visits and drive to the visit. How are you keeping busy by literally holding your phone in your hand, waiting for your phone to ring, when a man in the streets can keep you 100% busy because you get to actually physically be with that person? So how is it that you're busy waiting for a phone call? Because technically you're in a room right now, so you could be in that room all day and not get a phone call for many hours. You're not being busy by just sitting there. So how can you be busy by waiting for a phone call versus having a man on the outside where you can actually go and do things and physically feel him and stuff like that? Like how do you stay busy?
So, when I say like keep me busy, I mean like keep me occupied. Like, like
How
when the phone does ring, like,
I
we
need to
can
know this.
talk and like just keep my mind, because like, to be honest, I'm still trying to clear my mind from Jesse. So I feel like if I have another guy that is calling me, then I don't have to think about Jesse.
But that person can only call you when it's their phone time. So it's not like they can call you when they every 24/7. Like you can pick up the phone and call me, right?
Hmm.
You can't do that with an inmate. So again, you're sitting there waiting for a phone call or an email or to get approved to drive hours to see someone. So how do you stay like that? Still doesn't really fully answer my question, because I feel like you can't really stay busy like that.
I mean, it's just gonna
Now
keep my
you quit
mind
your job.
occupied a little
Now
bit.
you
I
quit your
mean,
job, so how you really gonna be busy?
on TikTok, and then when he calls, I'm gonna just be like, "Hello."
Let me ask you. So you have an inmate app. Is that how you find these men?
No, 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 no. So, actually, this guy's cousin hit me up.
So people just automatically know to hit you up when it becomes an inmate. That's crazy. Now that's crazy. I hope y'all screen recorded that one. That was crazy. She waiting for the homies to call her, y'all, and be like, "Yo, my boy just went in and he about to do this time." That's what it sounded like. That's what it sounded like to me. I don't know about to them over here. I mean, it must be because they laughing and sending dead comments, but is that how it works?
No, this female just hit me up and was like, "Hey, my cousin said hit him up, this and that." I was like, "Your cousin heard about me, right?" She's like, "No." But I'm actually gonna write Chris Watts. So for those of y'all saying to write Chris Watts, I'm gonna write him.
Who the heck is that?
The guy that was on TV for unaliving his family.
Oh, I don't know, girl. I don't watch TV like that.
Oh.
But okay, y'all. So the inmates occupy her somehow. Never heard of that one. I don't know. That one I gotta say you're a little cuckoo on that one. You're a little cuckoo on that one. That's all I gotta say on that one. Cause I never heard respectfully though, but I've never heard of that. Like what? Girl, you better go get a bicycle and start riding that bike during the day and be busy. What?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
That's why she's
saying.
going to Afterpay San Diego to be occupied with Fonzie. What? Wow. But I know, and I know, like I said, I don't want to step boundaries on your kids, but why not do afterpays and take them to Disneyland and Disney World and spend time with them? Allow yourself to heal and not jump to the next to the next to the next. Like, do things with your kids for your kids. You know what I mean? And
So,
two kids you got are teenagers, so I know
yeah.
they at that stage where some of them are probably boy crazy or want to hang out with their friends. You know what I mean? Like,
So that's why I don't take my kids anywhere, because they literally want to be with their friends more than what they want to be with me.
can I
You
ask
were
you?
a teenager once. I was a teenager.
But may I say this? Do you think respectfully that it's because they see that you put so much into these men and not probably so much into them as you should as being their mother?
No, it's not that. They're homebodies. So like they were here with me earlier. I don't know if you were on my live earlier, but they were actually here with me. And then they were like, "I'm bored." So I met my mom to go get them halfway.
These
And
are crazy. These
they
comments
do
are
not
crazy.
like they don't like being around me. I even told them like y'all can like, come swimming, do whatever, but they don't like they want to go like to a quince, they want to do this, they want to do that with their friends. And they rather be at home. They rather be at home, to be honest. They rather be homebodies at home. I've tried taking them to Galveston. I went to Galveston last weekend.
I did. It's
I was like,
amazing.
y'all are coming with me. And they were like, no, we're not. So they won't leave my
Two
house.
kids, guys.
They love to be with my family, like my sister, my brother, everybody. My kids are like real homebodies.
I get that. I have a nephew that's a homebody,
Yeah.
but he loves to go to the gym with me, and that's every day that we go. But I just wanted to ask because sometimes as a teenager, because I'm also speaking for myself, like as a teenager, like my parents, you know what I mean. We never did like family trips and stuff like that, right? But as a teenager, nowadays, this generation, I feel that is when they need their parents and their family the most, only because the streets are not for the kids right now. The streets are
Yeah.
not for nobody right now, respectfully. Um, but the only reason why I asked because yeah, it's kind of like, I don't want to set boundaries, but at the same time, I mean, instead of taking the trip to San Diego, I would bring the kids with me to San Diego and take them to like the zoo. They got SeaWorld out there, you know what I mean? They got a big zoo out there. It's beautiful. San Diego is beautiful. But that's the type of thing that I would do as a mother. You know what I'm saying?
So we do have a trip coming up.
I would put the guys to the side and I would focus on my kids because they're young. I'm saying this out of
Mhm.
respect. They are young, and you're a young mom. Girl, you better act like that cool mom. Like, what? You're young,
But
girl. You ain't 50. You
no,
better be that,
so
that
we
cool
have a
mom and
trip
take them
coming
out.
up, and my daughter actually told me, and I was gonna actually book it tonight, but I told him y'all have to get on a plane for us to go. So they actually want me to take them to Salem,
So
where
much
like
fun.
Hocus Pocus was filmed and all that. So I do plan on taking them there in October. And then this summer, I am taking them down to the valley as well to go spend time with one of my friends. So we do, but it's gonna be like pulling teeth with these kids because they don't like to travel. They one gets car sick, so it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, that car sick ain't no fun. It ain't no fun. Okay, well, I just wanted to ask because, you know, I want to know what your other
Yeah.
hobbies are besides making accounts. I, I'm still mind blown about, when you had said, I'm like, what? Who's, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so, so did you ever answer that? You would date more inmates
If it came to, yeah.
and like long-term years like you've been or
No,
to
no.
get out
Well, not
type?
even like dating them, probably just talking to them as friends, to be honest. Just talking to them as friends, just somebody that I can vent to.
I already asked
Um,
you.
because I've had a lot of females that have turned their backs on me. So just to like be able to vent to somebody, to be able to talk to somebody, I would do that, but like to actually be in a relationship, probably not. No, I couldn't do that.
Okay. My next question is, what happened with Lynn? And I believe Larissa is her name. Is that the other girl's name? Some
So
other girl.
I don't personally know Larissa.
Okay.
I've never met her. I
Okay.
just seen her making these videos on me. Um, but I don't know Larissa personally. I've never talked to her as a
I
friend
know
or
she's fine.
anything. Um, Lynn was my friend actually a couple days ago. But other than that,
A couple
like,
days ago.
yeah.
Damn,
I
girl, you
was
just losing all this
I was
recent.
blindsided. I was blindsided, and I'm not lying on that. Like, I literally was blindsided. And I woke up, I don't even remember if it was Monday or Tuesday. And one of my friends had texted me and she was like, "Hey, you're not friends with Lynn anymore?" And I was like, "No, yeah, I am." She's like, "No, you're not." I was like, "How do you know?" She's like, "She was on live last night talking about you." And I was like, "What?" And she said from one of those troll accounts. And that right there has been like what hit me the most, because I don't know how she all of a sudden wanted to not be my friend no more. I've never told any of these trolls to attack her. I've never told her to take up for me. Um, I've never once, I usually get attacked alone. So when they were putting her boyfriend's info out there,
Everyone is
supposedly
saying, stop lying.
lying about what? Lying
I
about
don't know.
what?
I have no idea. They just telling me to tell you.
No, because I didn't do nothing. Like, I really didn't. If I'm
Bro, if this guy don't stop trying to battle me,
But to be honest, like, I know her friend that we did have in contact with, she said something about that they were always there for me and I wasn't there for them. And I said, "Well, I didn't know she needed me. She didn't text me or call me." And basically, like, a closed mouth don't get fed. Is
right?
the way I see it. Like, if I need you to be my friend, I'm gonna call you and be like, "Hey," or I'm gonna text you. I didn't get no message, so I didn't know she needed me that day. And that was the day before I found out that she was on live talking about me. So I didn't know she was going through anything. And, like I said, a closed mouth don't get fed. You got to tell me what's going on with you if you want me to be there for you. I'm not a bad person. And like I said, you have a lot of my haters on that side, so it's fine. They're going to say negative things
I
because,
don't know. These comments are going really fast, so I'm just asking whatever like they're going really fast. I see whatever I see, but yeah,
yeah.
they're going fast.
But yeah, and now I know that they're friends with Jesse again, so I feel like she's always had Jesse's side no matter what. It was basically like, you're going, like, you're Jesse's friend and that's that.
Right,
Like, she picks sides.
right. They'll always defend who was in their life probably first, or
Yeah.
whatever. Okay, so I know you said you downloaded an app already, or another thing yesterday or 2 days ago. I know you said you're supposed to travel to Fonzie or anything like that, or everything like that. But do you plan on healing, allowing yourself to heal?
So that's what I'm doing now. Like I said, the Fonzie thing, I put that on hold. Because like you said, I do need to give myself a time to heal. So actually, I was telling everybody on my live after mine and yours interview, live, whatever, um, my lives will strictly be sub only.
Okay.
Um, I don't want nobody else to see what I'm doing. I'm literally gonna probably take a break off of TikTok as well. Um, so yeah.
Okay. My next question is, do you know, do you know that you're way more worth it than putting yourself through the situations that you put yourself through?
I try to say that, but
Just so you know, we're all worth it, and that includes you being worth it as well. Just so you know, because like I said, I've been there. I've done that. I didn't know my worth, but you're worth it. No
mhm,
matter what positive, negative you get, no matter what trolls may come in my life, your life, whatever the case may be, just know that you are. If no one's ever told you, I'm gonna sit here and tell you that you are worth it. Regardless of the situation, of whatever you've been in your life, you are valued, you are loved, and you are a queen. So just know
yeah.
that. Just know that.
Thank
Um,
you.
you're welcome. So let's see. The other one is, why do you feel, if you feel, that you can't find men within the streets and only you're in prison?
To be honest, I I was so used to being alone that I don't want no guys. Like I'm okay. I basically like cuz I feel like guys out here only want one thing. Hold on, give me a second because I just got a message. Everybody's messaging me that they just leaked my cell phone number out on Lynn's page.
Yeah, I see that there she's calling you.
But yeah, so I feel like guys out here, um, they basically just want, one thing or whatever.
I mean, in prison too. They want pictures and they want
Yeah.
phone fun. Um, you know, it's either way. Where do you see yourself in like the next few years?
Hopefully on the big screen. Just kidding. I want to do podcast, literally.
Okay, that's fun. So I see that you became a little TikTok famous, right? Like I said, you're all over the world. When I wrote my mods and told my mods about that I was gonna be live with you and that you have a history on TikTok. I told them that to be prepared for whatever's gonna come into this live.
Uh-huh.
So since you became, like I said, a little TikTok famous with your story and everything, how do you feel about it? Like, how do you feel that the world knows your business, your life, your screen recorded, you're all over FYPs, you get thousands of views on your lives every day because people want to hear the tea. So, how do you feel?
So to be honest with that, hold on. 583. Hold on, I'm trying to do something right now. With that being said, I don't like it. I don't like it because I've always been transparent about my life, but like I said, ever since Jesse came out,
She has to
um,
follow me, guys.
after Jesse came out, I just feel like it's been hell. So I don't like it. I really, really don't.
And I personally know by seeing these comments, seeing voice video records, and seeing other people's running into people's lives that speak on you. Why do people have nothing but bad things to say, negative things to say? What is it about you that you can be a lot of people's topic, like on a daily?
I don't, to be honest, I wish everybody would just forget about me. I don't like it. I don't like it.
So, did you do something to these people for you to always be their topic, or
I mean, it's because of my,
is it
how
just
they say I'm an inmate hopper.
okay? Okay. Now that this is over with you and Jesse,
Mm-hmm.
um, do you plan on like? Well, I don't know because you already said you made an account. I was gonna say, do you plan on like letting everything with him finally just let it go, let it be? I know it's fresh, but is it something that you're gonna dwell on? Like for a while, you will dwell on it. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but do you think that meeting these new inmates that you've made an account for or whatever is gonna help you to get over Jesse fast, to get over what happened, to forget about it?
Um, probably, probably. Not, but I mean, me and him did have history, you know? So I feel like he's always going to be a part of my journey. And um, I literally, um, hold on.
Everyone who has been requesting to come on live, I will add you guys to hear what you guys have to say or questions you guys have. Um, I doubt she would want to be on live when that happens. Um, I'm not gonna make her or force her to stay here on here to hear you guys, but I will. If you guys would like to come on and speak, I definitely have no problem in adding you guys. But like I said, I don't know if she would want to be on live when if that happens, because I know I see 4 requests so far. You messaged. Are you good over there?
Yeah, my
You
friend's
seem
just texting me.
because I'm. You seem very distracted now. Guys, keep tapping and sharing, guys. We're almost done, to be honest. I know she says she has all night, but Jesse's.
Okay, so everybody's telling me to get off of the interview live.
Everyone's telling me to get you off because you're being rude.
How am I being rude?
I'm just reading the comments.
Yeah.
They said because you're ignoring and you're on the phone, not even paying attention. Yes. Shh. Well, guys, oh, I don't know where her dress is from.
It's from Shein.
Sheen, y'all. Okay, I will. These comments are crazy. They're going so fast. Y'all, I'm trying to keep up with y'all, but damn, y'all fingers are too fast. They're saying you look scared.
I'm not. What am I scared of?
I have no idea.
I'm trying to read my comments. You did great, Ash. What's wrong?
I don't know, but she did do good for her first time having her interview. Um, I wish you the best of luck.
What? Yeah. Hold on real quick.
Guys, truth hurts. And you saw she just exited me out, and that's because truth hurts. Um, I said it from the beginning. I'm a forward, blunt person. Some of these comments, or I'm sorry, some of these questions must have got her at the end, which is fine. I have a lot of people to add, so let me add. What happened? It's not letting me add nobody.
Hello.
What's going on? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Dang, hold on, y'all.
Hello.
Hold on, okay?
Okay.
I got so many people trying to get on here, and I'm trying my best to accept all of y'all. Start show, I guess. Thank you for the gifts, y'all. Damn, 40 requests to come on my live. Whew. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Okay, is everybody on? I got 40. I got too many guests. Anyways, for the ones that are on, hi you guys. How you guys doing?
I'm good.
Um,
How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm a little bobbled that she just got up and out like that, but hey,
Yeah, she was acting real disrespectful. Like that was just rude.
to each his own, right? I mean, I did what I told her I was gonna.
Why? My question is why accept the interview if not even gonna pay attention and be reading the 5 comments that she gets sent? But to each their own.
Exactly. So what's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? I got so many people that want to come on here, so I'm gonna listen to everybody. Whatever you guys have to come on here and say, if you guys watched the whole 1 hour, almost 2 hour interview, so go ahead, feel free. The floor is yours. Just don't
Well,
give me banana. That's it.
I'll just start off by saying that I don't like that woman. I don't like her mentality. I think it's very pobrecita vibes, and I just hate the way that she talks about her daughter. I think that's just so disrespectful. Like that one clip that was getting like passed around. But I don't know. I think that woman needs help. But here I am on the live, but I just think she's just I don't know. She gives me pobrecita vibes. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Someone else can go ahead, but that's all
Well,
I had to say.
I respect you for coming on. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Have a good night, okay?
You too.
Bye. Who's next? Next, Amanda.
Hey girl,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm great. Couldn't be better. How are you?
I'm good. Just listening to this live, she's seriously so entertaining. I love trash TV. So this is like my guilty pleasure, and you and her, because I follow you. I used to be your mod. Um, the prison talks colliding is hilarious to me. Also, I want to say what's up to Esme. I've been in your Facebook group for like God knows how long, like 6 years. She has an amazing makeup Facebook group. Anyway, um, but I did want to say, I do true crime, and I personally have a connection with Chris Watts. So best believe if she messages him, you guys, she will get the biggest shade in the world because that is absolutely disgusting, dude. The man killed his 2 daughters, his son, and his wife in cold blood, dropped them in oil, and buried them next to oil tanks. So I can't believe she said that. That's the bottom of the barrel. When she said that, I immediately requested just to be like, I'm in that stratosphere and I can make sure by tonight that Chris will get a message saying that if she's to request him, that he is not to answer.
Wow.
Bet. Promise.
See,
Period.
Amanda, you know my whole story. You see me on live, and I always speak on women that don't know their worth. And by me telling her she's worth it, I meant that. Unfortunately, a lot of women that go through things like that, they don't know their worth, and so to go that low, to be with someone that did all that type of stuff as well, that just shows you that just shows you a lot right there, you know. But
It,
yeah,
I was flabbergasted, girl. I was flabbergasted because if I know anything, it's that case, and I'm just like, are you freaking for real? Like, I will hit up somebody that I haven't hit up in a long, long time.
you guys, I
But
have
that is,
44 people that want to come on.
I'll
They're
let you, yeah, I'll let you off, but I
No,
just
no,
wanted to
not to
make
cut you
sure.
off, but I will let you, because I'm reading the comments. I will let you guys on. I promise, I promise, I promise. Just one at a time.
Nah, you're good. But yeah, just make sure you guys know that. I promise you guys that.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that, and thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate that. It's always love, that.
Love you, girl.
I love you too, boo.
Bye.
Bye. Well, guys. Uh, okay, next we have Cynthia. What's up? Welcome to the platform. How are you?
You know she lied to you, right? About a lot. Me and her were friends. Okay? Back in when she was going through her divorce with her first ex-husband. So since we were friends, we met because I was with the prison inmate or an inmate as well. And we met up in Corpus. So when we met up, she was live drunk. And there's another girl there with her that we are now friends. Her name's Amanda. I'm shaking because she pisses me off.
No, girl. Go ahead. Take your time.
So, so it was already midnight when I got to Corpus, and at that time, I had my son. He was 3. Take out the popcorn. Oh, my son was 3. So when I got to the hotel, I kept calling her and telling her, hey, what's the room number, whatever. It was already midnight. It was me and my friend Jenna and my son outside, and she never wanted to open the door for me. Luckily, I got a hold of, I didn't know her at the time, but I messaged her on TikTok, Amanda, and I'm like, hey, can you open the door? And thankfully for her, she opened the door. So then we were there. She gets off live. She goes to sleep. In the morning, she was there because she was going to visit an inmate. I don't know which facility he was in, whatever. So in the morning, she gets ready. She takes a shower to go visit him. And she was like, hey, I'm going to go to visit. When I get out, we could go eat some breakfast. And I'm like, okay. I was like, and when you get back, I'm like, I want to speak with you. I was like, about last night. She's like, okay. So she drives to visit. She goes to visit. And then when she gets out of visit, she takes her ass to Ennis. So she drives her way home. I kept calling her. We kept calling her. Me and that girl that I had just met, Amanda, the one that opened the door for me. We kept calling her and she never answered. And then she went live on TikTok. So I requested her and she kept denying my request. So I was like, really? Because she was scared because of what she did. Because my son, it was literally me and my son and my other friend outside, and she didn't want to open the hotel room, even though she invited us. So whatever, I called her out. We stopped being friends. So then right now she said, oh, when you asked her the question on what happened with her and her first ex-husband, she said a lot of the girls kept messaging him. That's not true. I met her after her divorce. The reason they got divorced was because she cheated on him with his best friend, and there's recordings of her saying it. There's recording. I don't know if you said you saw some recordings, some screen recordings. There's one where she has hickeys on her neck and she's in the car and she's like, oh, and these are from Isaiah's best friend that he lives down the street. That's the one she cheated on him with. So he filed for divorce. So then when we fell off or whatever, me and my friends, because she portrayed him to be the worst, that he was violent with her at visit, that he was trash. So I was like, I think there's something wrong with her. Like, she's weird. So we all we're like, let's message him to see his side of the story. So I messaged him. I sent him a JPay. That's when it was JPay at the time. And I was like, hey, Ashely says,
Guys, I will.
I was like, Ashely said this about you. I just want to know if it's true. I was like, sorry if I'm coming to you like weird. So he replied, so we all got to know him. So when she says, oh, it's because my ex-best friend was with him, we were never with him. Like, we're just friends. And it's me and 2 other girls that have kept contact with him. Not like every freaking day or month or whatever, but so when she says like, oh, that we were with him or that I was with him, that's not true. We hit him up because we wanted to know what was up. And he was like, she dragged my name through the mud. And I'm not even like that. And he's not. He loved the girl. I think he still loves her. But she cheated on him with his ex, and he couldn't, with his best friend, ex-best friend. And he
I feel like, and that's why I asked her, like, why do you keep going? You know, like you cheated on Jesse, and because Jesse wrote certain text messages, you think you got to go have intercourse with someone else, right? And that's why I asked her that type of stuff. Is why do you think like you always have to fall to that?
yeah.
Like doing things to these guys, like for what? What do you
And
get at
then
the end?
sorry for interrupting, but then when you asked her, why do you fall off? Why do you have all these fall offs? It's because she's fake. Like, so she was drunk. She's always drunk. She was drunk one time when I had my baby, my daughter. She's a year now. Um, and I guess they asked her about her ex-husband, Isaiah. And
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, hon. Hold on. Wait, you gotta unmute yourself, Cynthia. Oh, wait. There you go. There you go.
so she swears I was with him, right? So on the live, they sent me a screen recording where she was like, oh, she could have my leftovers, whatever. He wants to play stepdaddy. I had just had my daughter. So, like I've never been with that guy.
That's crazy. Well, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing your part and clearing up the story on your end. But I got 50 million people that want to speak. But if you haven't followed, go ahead and hit the follow button because I do plan on also interviewing with Jesse as well. So thank you again for clearing your side. I really appreciate you for tuning in tonight.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So I just wanted to say, I see people in the live were saying Lynn requested. I don't know. She's, I
I,
guess, are you
I
familiar?
have a lot of people, so I'm trying to get to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been following this whole drama like since it started pretty much, and I've seen the videos, all the memes. My only thing that I've been really thinking about is like, where is this gonna go? Because it seems like it's getting to the point where, like, as you can see, they doxed her number,
Yeah.
and it makes you wonder, like, is her address gonna get leaked? Are people gonna go too far with this whole thing?
I can't answer you that. I'm all the way in California, my love. I can't answer that, but sometimes people put themselves in situations that they can't get out of. And
Mhm.
this is a situation that she's going to have to learn to figure out on her own, unfortunately. And if she has to, put restraining orders and stuff like that, then hey, then let her do what she has to do. But it's not anything that I have control of. I just interviewed her, and before I ever came and interviewed her, and the last person that it's not nothing I can do for her as far as that. You know what I mean? If it's gonna continue, it's gonna continue. But that's because of her doing, and that's because of whatever else his doing, or whatever it may be. But I have no control of it. But I
Yeah.
do appreciate you coming on and voicing your opinion. But yeah, that's something I have no control of.
All right. Well,
But
have a good
have a
day.
good night, okay? Thank you for
You too.
tuning in.
You too.
Bye
Thanks.
bye. Who is next?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. And to the girls that shouted me out earlier, thank you, girls. I'm from San Antonio, so I have a big following. They're correct. Thank
San
y'all to everyone
Antonio
that
in the
followed me
building.
in the house 210. So it's just gonna be really quick, simple, easy. So I myself dated one guy that was locked up for like I want to say maybe 2 years. Didn't know he was getting locked up, just kind of like hit both of us, whatever, and they locked him up. The way that ended, he pretty much just called me and said, oh, I'm talking to a girl in your group. Click, hung up. Didn't cry, didn't write him, didn't care. Just life goes on. Life goes on. Just like you said, well, I know, we can't call them. So I'm not going to sit around. Just like how she said, oh, it keeps me busy. Girl, how? You're just going to be sitting there like doing what?
That part blew my mind, honestly, but
So
yeah.
I'm big on common sense. It's not given to everybody. And
Right.
if I can sell it, girl, cheap for cheap, so you can get it for cheap. I will sell it for cheap, clearance, so everyone can get some.
Yeah.
Um, so that's that. But at the end of the day, these lives end. We all go to sleep. We all charge our phones. Wake up, go to work, and that don't pay my bills. It has nothing to do with me. So it's just like a crash dummy. I mean, everyone goes through their own major things, and you have a friend telling you, and in your head, you already know what you're gonna do.
Right.
Because that's me. I could take advice, but in my head, I already know what I'm gonna do. That's her.
Right.
And you can't be mad at her that she's gonna be the one to take the consequence. So us, yes, I think we've already told her enough, and it's already gone this far. She's seen videos, screen recordings. She probably gets text messages. She gets told. Obviously, her daughters tell her too, and that's it. So we just need to sit back and just watch. Like that's what's left, and it is what it is. And everyone gets like a big just awakening, and she's either gonna, like, she just told you right now, no, I'm not gonna stop. All right, girl, you like getting your heart broken. You like the way it feels. Then
And
you love that pain. So it is what it is. She likes it, and that's cool.
clearly,
You don't like it, I don't like it. We're different.
right,
It is what
right,
it is.
and clearly
So
before, clearly in the beginning, she said her daughter told her to stop, and she said okay, but you guys saw at the end where she downloaded another app. So,
right, but it
like
is
I
what it
said,
is.
you're gonna learn late. You're gonna learn sooner than later sometimes, or vice versa. But we can only help people so much, give advice so much, tell, we're the outside looking in, and, we see more sometimes than the end, because the end sometimes you guys get, we get so like, just like stuck where we're at, and people
Right.
don't like the truth. And unfortunately, you guys seen how she just bounced up off the live. People are people are telling her to get off. I mean, if she wants to listen, whatever, that's fine. She got uncomfortable, probably offended, probably, but I said it in the beginning of my life. I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna be blunt, and that's just who I am. I'm
And I
not
mean,
gonna.
she came on here like a champ, so she did it. So that's all I could say too. I'm not gonna bash her because she left. It is what it is. She did the interview. She answered your questions, and that's
Well,
it.
not
But
all of them, but
not all
yeah,
of them. But
she did. She
she
did.
gave it at her best,
She did.
and,
She did.
and
And
it was a great viewers that she gave you and gave everybody, and
right, right.
it is what it is. But
And
thank
I
you, girl, for
appreciate it
adding me.
regardless.
I appreciate it.
Sorry, I had just welcome, my love. Sorry, I just got a call.
Oh no, you're good. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. All right, we got my girl Yesenia.
Hi, babes. How are you?
I'm doing great. Long time no talk. How are you?
Yeah, it's been a long time. I don't know who this Lynn girl is. I don't even know if I'm saying the name right. But can you add her? Because Achievement is lit in your chat right now.
My love, I'm trying to add her. I got like 40, almost 50 people literally in a line right now, so I gotta go through the names. But I got you, boo. I got you. Y'all, that's
Ye-
my girl from high school days. But let me
Yes.
see.
Yes,
Lynn.
add her, babe. Because I stopped watching my whole show just to look at your live. This live is lit. But that girl you had on, she ain't it. But at this girl, Lynn, because I really want to know her Achievement.
All right, Lynn. I'm looking for her name. I don't see
Yes,
it.
because it's popping. I really want to see what she has to say.
You guys, I don't see Lynn in my request at all.
Come on, everybody, hit up Lynn and tell her to hop on because I really want to hear what she has to say.
Yeah, I don't see her in my request at all, you guys. I don't. I really don't.
Aww.
They put not me stopping my show.
I
Oh
did, girl.
man.
I was watching my show. I was all entertained. I said, hold on, this is way too lit. This is too good for me to miss it. I had to get on here real quick.
I love it. I love it. No,
I
you guys, I don't see her name at all, y'all. I don't.
Aw.
I'm looking. And there's a lot of people, I'm telling you. Yeah, I
Aw.
don't see Lovely Lynn or whoever, but everybody's adding her right now, so hopefully
Come
she'll
on,
join.
Lynn, hop on because we need to hear what you got to say. This is so entertaining. It is, babe. You is doing an amazing job with this right now.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're most welcome.
I do. I love you, girl.
Love you too, mama.
All right. Y'all, let's get Lynn. Everybody waiting on Lynn. All right. I'm going to disconnect you, though, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
All right. All right, y'all. Vanessa, we here for the mess. Yeah, I honestly, I don't. I do not see Lynn at all, y'all. Um, is Jeanette? That's her name, Jeanette. Jeanette. I don't even see a Jeanette. You guys, I promise you, I'm looking, but I don't even see a Jeanette on here. I'm trying to add the people that What's up, cousin?
They call me Ping Pong Dre, alright? I'm gonna take it easy on you.
I didn't mean to do that.
Ooh. Pin in the comment. No, guys, I promise you, she's not in here. She's not in here at all, y'all.
Shit. Hello?
Yes.
Hi. I'm actually one of the friends that Cynthia had mentioned
Okay.
when she was telling you her story. I met Ashely in 2020. I was in the prison community. And yeah, so basically I just wanted to say my side a little bit.
Go ahead, feel free.
I was really close to Ashely, probably closer than the other girls. And well, we kind of fell out because she got mad that I didn't choose her over Cynthia. And I wasn't choosing anybody, I was just in the middle. And I guess she got mad that I didn't stop talking to her. Sorry, I'm kind of breathing hard because I was.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm trying to look for Lynn at the same time as you talk.
Yeah, I just had surgery.
Oh, I think I see it now.
So, anyways, yeah, she's a hateful person. She's not a good person. She got mad, then she started spreading all these rumors. She started spreading all these rumors that I lied about having cancer. She started talking about my deceased daughter. And then she brings us up like every year, and then she says that we just want clout, and she's the one that brings us up. So then we bring her up. It's like a pattern. So yeah, she brought me up, and I was intubated from COVID. And she was making fun of me, like basically saying that I should have died from COVID. Whenever I woke up,
Lynn is next, I promise.
We went at it. And then, yeah, she was just talking about me being on oxygen and like all this stuff. She blames us for her and Isaiah not being together. We didn't even, she was already divorced whenever she met all of us. So, yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say. She's a liar. She needs help. Her parents enable her. That's why she acts like that. And she talks about how these men keep her busy. She needs to stay busy with being a mom. Like, what is wrong with her? And then the whole Chris Watts thing took me out, girl. I'm disgusted.
I said, who's Chris Watts?
I am so disgusted.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I had to say. I know they want to hear Lynn's part, so I'm gonna go.
Yes, they do. Well, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching, love. If you don't follow, hit the follow button. I appreciate it. For coming. I appreciate you for coming on.
Okay, thanks.
Bye. Take care. All right, guys. I'm gonna add Lynn. I'm getting attacked over here for Lynn. I think this is her.
There you go, Lynn. What's up?
What's up, Lynn? I'm going.
What's up, baby?
Crazy in the comments for you, girl.
Oh, it's because, look, I was on my live, but I'm getting threats. Ashley gave my number out to some dude that just got out of prison, and I'm getting threats. So now she can't handle the heat, so her viewers are threatening me now. Her boyfriend got out of prison, threatening me. And so I said, I don't take threats kindly. I'm from the city. So once I tell my people, that's a wrap. Like, I'm not here for nobody. Like, I'm not scared of nobody on this live. Let me tell y'all something. I rode up to the city by myself.
They're saying to turn your camera on.
I rode up. We're getting ready. I'm about to turn my camera on. Hold
it's
up.
It's Friday night, y'all. They're getting ready. I
rode up to the city by myself. I went to that hotel by myself. I knew what exit it was, by the Buc-ee's. I knew what exit she's at. I was looking for her car. I want to talk to her face to face. I don't got time to go back and forth on social media. I don't do that. Yeah, Ashley was my friend. Yeah, she was my friend. Yeah, I was her friend. But let me tell you something. When I see fake and I read in between the lines, nobody knows the backslash of everything. Everybody just sees what the internet's throwing out there, right? So the backslash of everything, me and Nunu were friends, right? Me and Nunu were friends. I mean, not me and Nunu. Me and Ashely were friends, right? My name got dragged through the dirt, right? Okay. I started getting all this hate on me. Not once did Ashely give any fucks about me. Nothing. Everybody was messaging me like, Lynn, she ain't your friend. And I was like, nah, she is. Like, nah. I was not believing nobody. I wasn't believing nobody because I was giving her the benefit of the doubt, right? I was giving her the benefit because I was like, oh, okay, this is what I saw. But when I pulled up to her to go pick up Jesse that day, when we were talking secretly and I was crying, I didn't know I was on her live. That is not a friend. If I'm exposing my feelings to you and you have me on your live to hear my story and crying, she was too busy worried about the live and gifts and stuff and how much money she's gonna make. That's what made me more mad, and I realized she wasn't that's not a friend. So I was like kind of pissed off about that. And just to let everybody know, I'm not with Jesse. Jesse is not my man. He's not with Nunu. I knew him before Ashely, y'all. Did y'all know that? I knew him before Ashely. He was my dude, Sally. I knew his baby mama personally. I met his daughters personally. I know his daughters. I know his baby mama. We went out to eat one time. Like, I know her. So I know the whole story. Like, people think, oh, I'm just with Jesse. Oh, she wants Jesse. No, I don't want Jesse. I consider that man my brother. You know? And then for her to give my number out to a crazy dude that just got out of prison and sending me threats, that's not player. That's not a man. That's not cool. You know, if you want Jesse so bad, why are you trying to come through me? Go reach that man. Why are you calling my phone, sending me your address? We didn't link we didn't link her number to nobody. I'm gonna talk to you face to face. Why do I gotta give your number out? Like, why? So you could give my number out? That don't make no sense to me, you know? Right. This is crazy. It's like, Lynn was her friend. Lynn was a genuine friend. I was there for her when she cried, even though she didn't give no fucks about me and what I got going on in my life. This is Lynn, y'all. I didn't get on my live. This is Lynn, because they're sending me threats on my phone. Yeah. But, you know, I was her friend. But when she messed around and stole Nunu's boyfriend, did she talk? Who's Nunu? That's Jeanette. Jeanette. Okay, she stole her boyfriend. Then she talked about her, calling her, she looked like a McDonald's. I don't know who she looked like, calling her fat. Everybody's fat, y'all. Ain't nobody perfect, y'all. Why y'all gotta body shame people? Right, hello. You know, everybody's fat at the end of the day.
She does talk about kids.
She talks about kids. That's what made me irk her more. Talking about autistic kids. How the hell are you gonna talk about autistic kids? How are you gonna bring up kids in the scenario? How are you gonna call Jesse autistic? How? This is why she gets all this clout. She's talking about the kids. And everybody's all her supporters think she's godly and all this, because God heard it before me and he took you out the equation. That's dumb. That's so dumb. She was talking about autistic kids. You know, she was saying that Jesse was illiterate and Jesse was slow. And how can you say that? But you're crying because you want to have a man with this, have a baby with this man.
He looks fine to me. Look at that.
Jesse's not autistic.
Everyone's asking if he's there with you.
Actually, he's right here.
Yes.
He said yes, he is. He's gonna get on the camera. He said, Jesse, hold on. He got to look fly. He said Jesse did not hit her. I'm gonna tell him what's up real quick. You're not on camera.
Jesse, I'm gonna give you your own time and day. So we gotta make a plan.
Yeah, he said he wants to link up with you. He added you already on TikTok. He wants to tell his side of the story. He wants everybody to know his side of the story. Don't
worry, that was in my plans, but I have to go.
But he already said it like 10 times. So once he tells his side of the story to you, he said he's done. He's tired of like everybody talking about him. He's tired of hearing the false stuff. He's tired of hearing all of that.
Okay, well, make sure he DMs me, because I'm sure I got so many followers after today. And I want to know exactly, you know, I'm not trying to go through a big list. So make sure he DMs me so I know.
I'll let him get on my live. He'll be if you want to see him on camera, just wait, y'all. Wait, y'all.
Give us 2 minutes.
Give us 2 minutes. He's about to get on camera for you. Wait, so you can ask him any questions you want to ask him. Right now, he can't get on his own account, y'all, because he's banned. But
we are gonna turn on the camera. But we are
gonna turn on the camera. Just wait. Give us like 2 minutes. He's almost done.
She's lying. She's with him, bro. He's right here. He's right here.
she gave him his other account today.
Did she give you your other account, bro?
I've been trying to get on.
No, she said she was only going to give him her other account if she gave him BP. If he gave her BP, she was going to give him the other account. And we have messages of that too. So who's lying?
Well, that's what she said on the interview. She said, I contacted him today. I gave him all the information he needs for that account, and that was it. That's going to be the end of it.
Sorry, don't mean to yell, y'all. Don't mean to yell. I'm sorry.
No, out here in California, we call that hyphy.
We got screenshots. Show me your screenshot, brothers. Give me your phone. We're gonna turn on the camera.
Wait, not yet. Yeah, but you in a small little square, so I don't know if they're gonna see that unless they like this. Yay area, you already know. Bay Area all day. Y'all know.
Let me see. Okay, here it goes.
Wait, cover
Bay Area love.
We're gonna cover the information. Oh, wait.
Can make it bigger. They can make it bigger if they come on actual live.
Speaking of the man of the hour.
Jesse's in the building.
What's up, y'all? Now I was cutting my hair. That's why.
Look, we got Jesse in the building, y'all. Y'all been wanting this for 2 hours. Here you go.
I'm gonna flip the camera para que vean las.
Welcome to Jesse, everybody.
Right here it says,
give me tapping this screen.
Right there it says, give me some dick. Right there.
Girl, that's so small. I need
I know it's right there, but look, this is her account though. That's her account.
I need a magnifying glass for this.
Camera. Oh, switch it. Right there, and then just save it. You saved it? Yeah.
What's up?
What's up, Jesse? So I was told you were tuned into the interview today.
Yeah.
And I mean, I couldn't tell because it was just crazy in the comments, but I know you heard a lot of what she said about you guys. And now we want to hear your side. You know, man, whatever she...
Look, I've already shared it. I already shared it to people in person. People approaching me in the stores in person. And businesses. And in my page, this will be the last time. Like I even told her that I was gonna do it one more time, and I was just gonna let it go, man. This is too much for me already too. It's already affected me. Even my job, my employers, my coworkers are telling me that, you know what I'm saying? They're like asking me questions as well regarding the situation. I don't know. It's going too far already.
It got crazy. It got crazy.
Yeah.
Bigger than what it needs to be.
Yes.
So is it true that she blocked you for like 2 months or 3 months?
While incarcerated?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. She was dating other men while being with you?
What's up?
Look. I said she was dating other men while she was being with you? Because she was dating other men while she was to pay, basically give you karma because she was dating the baby mama. Give you karma because she was dating the baby mama.
It was like that already.
Hey, is there someone by you that's on the live? Because there's an echo.
They said there's a phone on live.
Someone by you that's on the live? Because there's an echo.
There's an echo.
Guys, I don't know what happened.
Okay, there it goes.
Okay.
There you go. What's that?
So yeah, I was saying that she wanted to give you karma. So was she cheating on you like damn near the whole time?
Well, look, I don't consider cheating because, you know, there was never like an established relationship, I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though it was verbally, you know, the reality of it, technically, we weren't in a relationship because, you know, I don't consider a relationship because I was locked up and she was out there in the world. I never knew her. I never had met her. So it was just like, to me, it was just like a pastime. You know, it was therapeutic to me. I was locked up and, you know, I was going through it. My baby mama had just left me and I was going through a depression and I needed somebody to vent to, and she was my gateway. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was.
I feel it. I respect that. I do. And so she was catfish?
I mean, I got paper messages, printed paper pictures where she sent me, and she did not look like what I came out to. You know what I'm saying? What I came out to was totally different to what she advertised at first. You know.
Man, bro.
I
I
mean, I'm
don't
speaking
know.
the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. You know what I
Yeah, yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
And
No, I'm not saying I don't. I'm not saying. I'm just thinking like, damn, like she came on here and made herself look
yeah, I know. I was looking at it.
amazing, and within this whole thing. But like I told her, just because he might be texting his ex-wife or whoever, that doesn't give you still the that doesn't open the door still to go mess around with other men. You know what I mean?
You know, and I didn't. It didn't affect me because how I said I didn't consider it like a official relationship because I'm locked up. You know what I'm saying? And you're out there. She's out there. I don't know. I'll be naive. I'll be naive to believe that a person will be faithful out there. You know, like realistically. Come on. You know what I mean?
So now that you see you're all over FYP, you're all over screen recordings. She regrets it. Now, do you regret this?
Regret what?
I mean, she
The
regrets
encounter.
basically being with her, allowing it to at least get where it got.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Like I did enjoy her company. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I did enjoy her company. You know what I'm saying? Like her personality was cool. You know, but we all have defects, right? We all have something wrong with us. But the person that I'm trying to be with, I'm not trying to be with nobody. I'm trying to establish myself first. But if I were to get with somebody, it wouldn't be a person like that. You know what I'm saying? That got alcoholism and like hungry for fame, and want to be, and been around that much, like that.
They're
My
probably
daughter's I gotta protect my reputation, my daughter's reputation. I wouldn't want my daughters to be negatively influenced by stepmother role model like that. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at all of that.
and I agree with you. That's why I asked her, not to step on no one's boundaries because I don't like to talk about people's kids, which I didn't say anything wrong, but I didn't feel that she was that mother figure for the kids because I even asked her like, why do you gotta continuously put all this attention on men and not your children? You know what I mean? And I totally agree with you on that because you do want to have that example for especially a daughter. So I do agree with that 100%.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
they're saying to ask you about the DV. She said you hit her head and you made her get down on her
I
knees.
didn't know. Okay, so we were drinking. She was there, one of her family members, right? And she wanted me to go live on my TikTok, and she wanted me to stick up for her against all these females, right? And that's not my style. I'm not gonna, I defend myself here. I'm clearing my name
Yeah,
that
you're all over
I
the
didn't.
internet.
Yeah, but she wanted me like to like confront these females and defend her, stick up for her, and talk back to these females. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. So she called me out of my name. She called me, what I'm saying, a female, right? She called me a female because I wasn't. She thought I wasn't brave enough to stick up for her. So when she called me out of my name, I was like, yeah, that's it, that's dead. No, I'm gone. You know what I mean? That's the last string. I'm already putting up with you already as it is, and for you to disrespect me like that, nah, I'm gone. And then like so her family member left and she was there like begging me, saying to like forgive her or whatever for me not to leave, and she saw her she would change, and I was like, well, if you really mean it, get on your knees and ask for forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? And that's, I mean, that's what she did, but I never like physically, no, never that,
Okay,
never.
but she
I just
made
came
it
out of,
sound
look,
like you.
I'm a little smarter than that, right? I just came out of prison. I don't need no new charges or anybody allegations. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little wiser than that, and I don't see myself. I've done it in the past. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was abusive in the past, and I feel bad for that person. She's my best friend, and I loved her with all my heart. And I did do that. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a no. But this time, like I'm no. You know what I'm saying?
And do you believe she's pregnant or possibly?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, because she over there drinking.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But that's her life. That's why I say, this is the last time I'm gonna, actually get out, like put this information out there. I'm not gonna ever like mention her. I'm trying to get past it,
Right,
mentally.
right, right.
I'm done with this already. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm done. Like I want to just move on. You know, I don't want to get rid of my TikTok because that's the only way that I communicate with my daughter. Like we're on there. You know, we message back and forth and snap or whatever. But like as far as this topic and you know this that's to me that's already overrated. I want to move on. You know what I'm saying? Just today, three times was I approached in public. Like, nah, I don't need that. You know what I mean?
So you were on my live watching, and she started crying right when I started talking about you guys, because you planned to marry her. You proposed to her when you got home, all that stuff. Did you feel her cry was sincere? Did you really
Yes. Yes,
propose?
I did. Yes, I did. I did see that. You know what I'm saying? And when I was incarcerated, how I said the pictures that she forwarded me and the conversations that we have, I didn't know everything else that was going on. I knew about two guys. You know what I'm saying? But when I came out, I seen like somebody forwarded me a video where a screen recording where she's on live and I'm calling her and she's like, I'm ignoring Jesse's call because I'm talking to Noe. And I was like, oh, well, what about my feelings at the time? Like, I needed somebody to vent. I didn't need nobody, but it felt good talking to somebody, you know what I'm saying? I really confided in her and I thought she was my friend at the time. And for her to like actually like, you know, talk like that about me in social media live with my kids, my baby mama, my friends, my family, like, you know, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't think
thought
that was
you.
cool.
I tell her we're just friends.
You know,
We're friends.
oh, and these females here, we're just cool. Like we're gonna go out right now, and I'm gonna go get me a girl right now. You know what I'm saying? But these right here, like they're just my friends. You know what I'm
You
saying?
said, well, Sigo. So everyone wants to know, how was it the first night in bed with her? She said it was like, Daddy, give me more. People want to know, how do you feel about it?
Like, okay, so I've been deprived of that for 5 years, right?
Okay.
And I'm very sexually active. You know what I'm saying? And it was there. Had I had options, I probably would have. You know what I'm saying? Evaluated my options, probably would have got something else. But it was there. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean,
So
I'm just being
now
honest.
to him, I'm gonna say it was I. To her, it was bomb. I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah.
Oh
But
my god, everyone is dying over here. So, are you right now? You're just chilling, enjoying life, trying to learn new things, and that's it, right? Getting to know
yeah,
new
you know what I'm saying?
people.
Yes. I'm single, focused on myself, self development. I'm trying to get a hold of my kids every day. I'm trying to get through what's it called, establish like that's where my mind is at. Work, establish. You know what I mean? Like try to establish a relationship, a healthy friendship relationship with my like that's where my mind is at. Work, establish. What's up with you know what I mean? Like try to establish a relationship, a healthy friendship relationship with my like that's where my mind is at. Work, establish. You know what I mean? Like try to establish a relationship, a healthy friendship relationship with my like that's where my mind is at. Work.
It's echoing, you guys, because they're by each other. So the phones are echoing. But we still got more people that want to join in. So let's join in these people, y'all. Come on, y'all. Tap the screen, share the live. Tap the screen, share the live, guys.
There you go.
All right.
Hey, so I just want to say really quick, whenever I was watching Lynn's live earlier, I don't think that they meant to like expose her number, but whenever they were star 67, her number, they did show it on live. I have the screen recording too, so if y'all need that. But that was it.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that, Ricky.
Period.
Have a
What's
good
up,
night.
Ricky? Where you from, Ricky?
That's Jesse.
I just
Where you from? Oh man, she burned off on me. That's crazy.
that his next victim.
Oh, we got Lena on the line. Lena Boo, go ahead. Oh, Lena muted herself. Lena, you gonna talk? I guess not.
I just want to know why Ash left her job.
She didn't. That's a lie.
She didn't answer that, guys. She
I
said
want to
she.
know why she left her job. She's not an influencer. She's not nobody.
She just said she quit, and that was pretty
I
much
said,
all. She quit on Thursday.
yeah, but no, they fired her ass.
They probably did, but you know, she
She
wants to
she
make
need to worry
herself,
about them kids.
and I agree. I do.
And she need to leave Jesse alone because Jesse full in her mouth.
Get out there, Lena. Shout out to Lena, man.
Lena Boo in the building,
Lena Boo.
y'all.
Shout out to Lena Boo, man. Where you from, Lena?
Juicy.
From Houston, Texas.
Oh, you from that H, that big H, huh?
Of course.
That's what's. That's what's up. What part of
Now
H?
don't do me, Jesse.
That what?
I don't want to be like Ashely.
I can't.
Oh,
Y'all
man.
too much. Anyways,
Nah, but,
thank you,
you know,
Lena.
I wanna say official. What's your name? Official, know you? That's
I
what your
know
name
your
is.
worth.
Know your worth.
Official know your
Okay, so
worth.
hey, I see that you were, sticking up for me and you were clarifying. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate that for real. You know what I'm saying? Bless your heart, man. For real talk.
No problem, man. For real. Like I said, I've been in this situation before. You know, I dated an inmate too, and at the end of the day, you know, like yes, everybody got feelings. You know what I mean? And you know, she made herself look kind of, I don't, in the out here in Cali we call it bop. You know, where you date so many men, and it's like you can't be mad at one man when you're doing all this yourself.
Narcissist.
Exactly. You can't switch the situation. You can't lie when you're clearly, it's all over TikTok. You
Hey,
can't hide what's showing on TikTok.
you know what really offended me? Well, somewhat. Well, not really. Not. But her saying that I was autistic. I was like autistic. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That's crazy. And I asked her, and I don't know if you heard it, but I asked her if you were, you know, also on the other side, because supposedly she said that about you. And and so when I asked her that question, she was like, "What?" Like she was shocked that I even
Yeah.
asked that. And I didn't ask that because I believe you are or whatever. I asked that because it was
Yeah.
said.
Of course, I understand that it's social media, and I
Right.
understand. I
It
understand.
was said.
No,
So it's
no.
like I want to know what you know.
Okay, so the reason why I did that was to like prove a point, like like a dominant, like I don't know, like for every like that's what I did for what she did to me being locked up. That's what I did. Like yeah, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like take it.
I
That's
get
for
you.
everything you did to me when I was locked up. You know what I'm saying? All them phone calls you denied me. I mean, I could have let that go too. I'm not gonna lie. I should have. You know what I mean? It's not only her. I was the one that I'm accountable for it as well. I could have just stopped calling. You know what I mean? Let it go, whatever. But I was just in that state of mind. My baby mama had left me, and then I was out of there at that time. You know what I mean? I was.
Vulnerable. You were just vulnerable, and you just wanted someone to talk to. Like I get that 100%.
I should have been stronger. I should have 6 months. I had 6 months to go. You know what I mean? She says 9. I was technically 6, but you know what I mean. I could have been man enough. I could have been more strong minded. You know what I'm saying? And just ride it through. I just wanted somebody to talk to, like in that type of environment, hostile environment where I was at. Like I couldn't express that emotion because that and around all those men, that's weakness. That's vulnerability. I couldn't show them that, so it was all like I would mask it and I'll let it out on the phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I know from previous my experience. Like that's how it is in there. You don't want to show your weak part until you're like alone or you know what I mean
Yeah.
on the phone. Like I get that. I get that. But
But
you know, Jesse, like it's sad that you know it broke out to be like this all over the internet because I promise I'm pretty sure I'm right on this. I'm sure you did not intend to come home to this being all over the internet, people coming up to you like, hey, so what's up? Like I'm sure you
yeah,
wanted to come home with a peaceful life, like you know. And I know it ain't my problem, but I apologize that you came home to this. You're literally fresh out, like you're fresh out, and you know it
yeah.
sucks. Unfortunately, it happened. Unfortunately, it's out there, but I really like hope that you find your peace. You know, after all this, you find your peace. You find more love for yourself, your own worth. You know what I mean? And like whoever you be with next, I hope that they know your worth. You know their worth, and you guys love and appreciate you know each other more. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Because this right here, it's nothing but toxic. Like red flags, toxic headaches, and migraines.
Yeah.
Like what? There's nothing you're gonna get out of this. You know.
I'm big chilling over here though. You know what I'm saying? I
What
try to mind
life,
my own
man? You
business.
were gone.
Was that?
Ashley's live. I'm not adding her, guys. I'm not gonna put them two on a screen together. I'm not gonna do that, guys.
Okay, so
Um,
she also says that I only used her for clout, right? She
right.
had 40, I think she had 4,200 followers before she picked me up. And the moment she picked me up and the 3 hour drive from where I got released from to her from to the motel that we were residing at, she went up like
Y'all was
2,200.
gonna live in the motel?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. It was just a week. I was gonna go. My sisters were just waiting on me just to put my thumb up. They're gonna scoop me up. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying?
This guy, he said his thumb.
No, as soon as I hitched the ride, they were gonna come through. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
Pick you up.
Oh yeah, yeah, Lynn, yeah. But
I was not gonna leave him. I picked him up. I went for a reason.
Right, right. No,
That's what
it's,
Kelsey told me.
he reminds me of my brother.
she doesn't like this stuff.
I don't know, guys. She got off of my live. She didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't end it with me.
How
She
did I
said,
feel about the eyebrows? You
Oh my goodness.
know what I'm saying? Nah, but you know,
"Lynn
it's
is with you
at the end
guys."
of the day. Look, at the end of the day, she did relieve some stress. She did help me out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and say she's all the way bad. Like, you know, being locked up and having somebody to talk to in that aspect, she did help me. You know what I'm saying? It was therapeutic to me. She did help me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this. I mean, you guys hear it from his mouth. He appreciated her for whatever this
Yeah, you know, but that's just it. That just wasn't the. She wasn't. She didn't meet my criteria. You know what I mean? And I'm nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm nobody. But prior to his incarceration, like I did have a good job. I was a quality control for a big construction company. 2,500 a week salary. I had my company truck. Me and my baby mama had a half an acre. Like my kids. Like I did have a life before this. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I
right.
just slipped up and got caught up, and it's taking me a while to get back on my feet. That's it. They make it seem like I'm homeless or something. You know what I'm saying?
It's
But
gonna happen. It's just all in time, you
yeah,
know.
like
They're asking. I got one more question. All right, what's your question, Lena?
what about the girl
Someone
last
was
night?
asking is if she's broke.
Well, she got a job, so no. If you got a job, you ain't broke. You know what I'm saying? It's what you do with your money that makes you broke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Someone someone asked, why did you get locked up?
Why did I get locked up for human smuggling and attempted murder? Like I shot somebody because they were trying to steal the illegals from me. Like I was in human smuggling. You know what I'm saying? A
Someone's
deal gone bad.
asking how her hygiene,
It was
her
good. It was good. Her hygiene was good. Her hygiene was good.
her hygiene was good, y'all. So there goes your answer to everyone saying did it smell.
Give me my body spray. I will.
Did he really propose? Yes, he really proposed. Ask about the baby. I already asked about the baby. He doesn't believe that she's pregnant.
No, and if she is, I have screen recordings where she's been drinking through everything, so it's like it's like premeditated, down borderline Down syndrome, right? Deficiencies, like she's like
Yeah.
intentionally trying to have a baby with deficiencies, right? I think so.
Right. Yeah. Um, they're saying is her room on the porch?
I don't know about all of that. I don't know. I've never been inside her house. I don't know the structure of her residence. I don't know that.
There's someone asked about why do you want to move to Colorado?
Why do I want to move to Colorado? Because there's more job opportunity. They're more felony friendly over there. You know what I'm saying? It's a Democratic state. We live in a Republican state. So the laws over here, the requirements over there, it's a Democratic state. They're more lenient when it comes to like workforce and infrastructure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Her trolls are talking about you and me, but I mean it's okay. Don't bother. It's the internet, guys. It happens.
Yeah, I know what's up. You know what I'm saying? I know this is trending, and it's all about the Jerry Springer show. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So someone just said come to Cali. Another comment is saying what's going on with you and Christina or Christine?
Oh, look, that was she's my hometown. She lives in the valley. I'm from the valley, and I vibe with people that are from my hometown. You know what I'm saying? Like the way they talk, the way we act. That's the valley. So you put me around somebody from my hometown, we're gonna go down through there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. Nothing serious. It was. I don't even believe that she meant it, that she wants me. I don't even think that. It was just, what I'm saying, we're just chilling.
Someone asked who broke up with who. Did you break up with her or she broke up with you?
She broke up with me. I'll let her have the last word. She broke up with me. You know what I'm saying?
Someone said what part of the valley?
I'm from Edinburgh, Texas.
Yeehaw, Texas.
Yeah, Edinburgh, Texas.
I need a Texas man. I heard they nice out there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but I've only landed in Texas in the airport. That's it. Come
We
to
got we
Arizona.
got horses over here. You ready to ride a horse?
I know they're so big in person. They scare me.
Ah, Jesse.
They say everything's big over here in Texas.
Well, apparently that's what you had told her too, and she went with it. I'm
Yeah.
weak.
And she said it was curved. That's a lie.
Oh,
And oh man, that's crazy. If I could find somebody today, to confess about that, I will.
What?
someone said they're in Dallas. Let's go out.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We're in Dallas.
Whoever commented that, let's go.
I would be very wise due to the threat. Due to the threat, I would be wise of who, you know what I'm saying?
We're going to Bombshells.
We're going to Bombshells, y'all. Meet us there.
Bombshells, y'all. Y'all heard it.
Meet and greet in Bombshells.
Hey, watch everybody show up, y'all.
Meet and greet at Bombshells, y'all.
Yeah,
Whatever Bombshells is.
They're
Is
all
that a club?
They're all in the same hotel.
That looks good. Yeah, looks good.
all right, let's go.
See? Yeah, well, let's go. Come on.
Yeah, your
Alright,
name.
guys.
Well, we're gonna head out. You know what I mean? Appreciate your time. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh yeah, for sure.
I
You
try to
guys have
follow
a
you. I
good
try to
night
follow
and
you,
be
but
safe.
but they didn't let me.
DM me. DM me if you want. Then oh. All right, y'all. I got violated for a hate speech, so we just got to keep it cool, okay? Because I still got 50 something people to add. So let's keep it cool, y'all.
Hello.
All right, y'all. I'm going to reset and I'll be right back. I'll be right back, Nelly.
Okay.
I got to reset. Okay, bye. All right, y'all. I'm going to reset. I'll be right back. Look out for me. Don't go nowhere.